and shame the devil. I love being black. I love being black. All right, people, come on in. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. All right. Y'all, come on in. Live, uncut. Come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. Yep, we're ready, people. Come on in. Yeah. All right. Come on in. I want to make sure all my sounds are correct. All right. Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Come on in. Come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. We talking tonight. We have a great discussion. What you see on the screen, but is exactly what you see on the screen. Young man named Armani Floyd was shot to death in the 100 block of South Dearborn, the Loop neighborhood downtown on November 21st, 2025. He was a freshman at Baker College Prep High School, according to a family member. An 18-year-old male was wounded. Several other teens were wounded in a sporadic gunfire amongst groups of teens. Hours after the Chicago tree lighting, seen and heard anything. All right. Come on in, people. You know, we're taking calls. We got a lot to talk about tonight. ICE is not here anymore. Donald Trump is not in town. All right, come on in. We got a lot to talk about. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. This the real talk. Definitely is a tragedy. It definitely is. Anytime you lose a person in gunshot violence, to me, is considered a tragedy. Tragic. Oh, I can't even say it. Tragedy. I'm sorry, people. I'm a little cold today. All right, let me check on my. I'm gonna have to check on my call because I'll make sure I hung up to make sure everything's all right. Got to do that sound check. I'm sorry, I should have did it before.
Hey, caller, this is Martin G, aka the Crime Chaser,
Live.
uncut, unedited
Come on
broadcast.
in.
Just before you speak,
What's
please
up,
turn
Vera?
down all your audio. Please turn them
We got a
off
great
or
show.
down, and do not have us on speakerphone so we won't have an echo. And we'll be with you shortly.
Tone, I
Thank
see
you so
you.
much.
We're going to get started. We're not going to wait around. I got Old Timer on here, man. Old Timer going to let us have it. I already know how Old Timer get out. He ain't going to hold nothing. Hey, Old Timer going to go. Old Timer, greetings. Old Timer, you in here yet? 4093. He's trying to come in. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Is that Old Timer? Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love Lord. Oh, Lord. The Old Timer. Hey, Old Timer. The president did not shoot 8 people downtown. He didn't do that. He didn't have anything to do with that. I just want to get that out clear. The president didn't have anything to do with these people getting shot downtown. All right. I just want to get that clear. Okay. Can we agree on that? Can we agree on that?
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, I agree. I agree with whatever you say, huh?
No, it ain't whatever I say. No, it's not what, because I'm not right all the time. I'm just saying, can we agree that Donald Trump, the president, didn't shoot 5 people downtown Chicago? Can we agree on that?
Yes, sir. We can agree with that.
Okay,
yes,
I just want to get that clear. Okay.
Okay.
I just want to get that clear. I just want to get that clear in the air because I don't want nobody blaming Donald Trump for this one. All right. I'd love to hear what you got to say about this. Come on, Miss Sultan.
8 people being shot?
Yeah.
About 8 people being shot?
Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, just like you said, man, I just have to say, Martin, that I think you need to have the people on the show that from what I understand, people carrying guns. You need to try to round up some people around 18 to 24 to find out what do they think the problem is. Now, if they can tell you what the problem is, maybe they have a solution. Because it's clear that, people are doing and taking matters into their own hands as far as everything that's going across the board, from the train station to what they call smash and grab. And yet at the same time, people are reaching out to the community, feeding people. I just saw what he was handing out turkeys. People are being nice to people, and yet at the same time, some people are doing other things. So we living in a time where I ain't gonna say I'm trying to go in your area where they say don't fight fire with fire. I'm trying to go in that direction, and I don't want to see that. But I just if you do the crime, you're gonna have to do the time.
Old
Now,
time.
the mayor, when
Old
yes,
time.
sir.
Let
Go
me
ahead.
say this.
Go
Now,
ahead.
they didn't kick ICE out of the community. Now, ICE is gone. We had a bunch of young people stomped a woman on the southeast side. Now we turn around the next couple of days after that, we have this. What's really going on, man? Let
me say this. Let me say this. I was in Memphis for a whole week, and you know how Memphis is.
Right.
And I talked to the police. I asked them, these are black police officers that I had a vivid conversation with, not trying to let anything out that I might be a certain way. My opinion was already made up. I asked them. They say that the crime had dropped because of reasons that the people was there. So I asked the police officer on my own. I said, "Can I ask you a question?" They said, "Yes." I said, "Are we controlled by what we call the white man, and the white man has a certain control over us that we won't do stuff as long as he's looking at us?" They said that's what it is. They said black people respect the white man. As long as the white man is telling them not to do something and they're with those people, they're not going to do it. But when black people tell them to do it, not to do it, they don't have no respect for it. And that's what the police said. And now the crime was down. Crime was down in Memphis. Matter of fact, my hotel was 3 blocks from where I was going every day, and my wife, and I was walking the street at midnight without a care in the world, going back to my hotel room. Yeah, I see a couple people out there. What's going on, bro? Now they had some homeless people out there sleeping, but man, you can walk downtown from the Renaissance Center all the way to your hotel to the Peabody, so wherever you was going. Hey man, they wasn't doing nothing. But I don't know what it is. You got to ask the black people that when the man shows up, then all of a sudden, we under control. So now the same thing seems to be that happened here. We want to be under the man's control, man. Maybe we don't want that freedom. Maybe we don't want it. I mean, because going to jail man, you're giving all your freedom away. You're giving all your time. It's gone. And yet at the same time, we do something like this right here, and we not learning. So that's why I said that it's right now. If you do the crimes, you might have to do that thing.
Okay.
You might have to.
All right. Somebody, y'all mute your phone. We're going to go to the next caller. I'll get some in the background. Somebody got a lower your volume in the background. All right. We're going to 2742. 2742.
Hey, Martin, how you doing?
How you doing? Who is this?
How you doing, Martin?
Who is this?
Lanisha.
Hey, Lanisha. Don't be trying to come over here sounding all sexy. Don't be doing that.
He's so crazy. So, it's crazy. I was looking at the stuff that was going on downtown.
Uh-huh.
And the crazy part is okay, with the parents that was at that school, right? And they was coming out there, they was finding they found all
Tell the
parents
truth and shame the
kids,
devil.
the parents. So you mean to tell me y'all can track all these kids' parents down, but y'all can't track the kids' parents downtown? Because it's those parents that was up at the school acting a fool. It's their kids. That's exactly what it is. It's their kids doing that. And the sad part is a lot of them don't want to hold their kids accountable for nothing. But they was quick to go on social media and came to the school ready to fight, ready to do everything. And now it's their kids down there acting a plum fool. And it's such a beautiful event down there that, families, that everybody should be able to go downtown and have a good time and enjoy the tree light and all this other stuff. And you got these kids running rampant, doing whatever they want to do. It's because they control their home life. If they could come outside and act the fool, they control home. It's because mom, okay, it's Friday night. Mom want to party and kick it. Dad want to party and kick it. Get out the house, do whatever, and they don't care where their kids at until something happens to them.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, every time you look around, something is happening to these kids, and you got the mom over there boo-hooing and crying when you say, hey, where were you when he was doing this? She can't ask better. That's irrelevant. I know it's irrelevant, but at the same time, it's relevant now because now he's dead. But you won't hear crying on the news when everybody feels sorry. And the thing is, a lot of times those kids go down there for melee. They don't go down there to enjoy anything. A lot of them go up, they group up to cause problems. And the parents don't even ask, hey, they don't even check out the type of friends their kids have. Because they don't care. All they care about them being out their face because it's Friday night. I want to have a good time. I don't want to be bothered with you. Because you have too many kids out here in control of their own lives. How are you 12, 13, 14, got your own life? How does that work? You're not an adult. And it's like these kids, they run rapid everywhere. It's like they on social media acting a fool. They're in the schools acting a fool. Everywhere they go, they act a fool. It's a common denominator. We can't always keep blaming racism. That plays a part, but not what's going on downtown. That's a common denominator. It's a root to the problem. It's the parents. And people say, you don't know what your kids doing. That is very true. But these are little babies. These ain't even 17. These are 10, 12, 13, 14-year-old kids. How do these kids have so much power? And then they walking around with expensive phones. They got everything you can imagine. They probably ain't earned nothing. But you got the moms on social media.
Tell the truth.
A couple of days ago.
And shame the
tracking
devil.
down the parents. They found all those parents like detectives. So they say, they was ready to hurt them kids. They should have been ready to put their foot in their kids' butt, their own kids. But they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that at all. And it was way more kids involved in that, mainly down there than them kids on Facebook. They was horrible too, the ones that did that to that lady. But they was out there with sticks and brooms, and they was acting a fool. They were on social media tracking everybody down. Now, I know y'all can track your kids down, track their kids down. They're not going to do that because that's their friends' kids. That's their cousin kids. And then when somebody get killed, and then the sad part, when you look at a teenager's Facebook page and see him throwing up gang signs and everything else. And I'm not saying that he deserved to die or anything, but they need to look at all that too. They want to put up that nice graduation picture, but they don't want to look and say, let me see what this little boy into. And it's crazy because this is going to be a constant thing. Every time you look around, it's some young black man losing his life. A lot of these little girls losing theirs too. And it's not normal. It's like they normalize death. It's not normal for a kid, a teenager, somebody in their early 20s just dying in the street like an animal. But it's like every time you speak on it, some of us who speak on these things, we are treated like an outcast. And they get mad because they don't like to hear the truth about anything. They just like BS. I hate to say love BS because you when you look on TV, on social media, make them start making all those jokes about the kids. They are doing this and all that. They were like detectives. They found out everything they need to know about these people's lives. Mm-hmm. So let's find out about why your kids are downtown acting a fool.
Preach!
They quiet on that thing, saying nothing. They're not saying anything. And they never say anything when their kids are acting a fool, when they out there fighting at schools, when they're at gas stations acting a fool, when they robbing these stores. They turn a blind eye. Then when somebody's stuff get broken into, that's so sad. Isn't it? Don't you got the stolen items that they selling on your back? Isn't it? Mm-hmm. Then they wonder why there's nothing in the black communities because y'all destroy everything that's in the black community. And it's not all, it's just some. But people scared to say something because they don't want to lose a friend or a family. I wouldn't care. You need to speak up because if they target them, they're going to target you. We are their next targets. Everybody, the working people, the people who just trying to have a little something, we are their next target. Trust me, these kids they don't care about going to jail. They don't care about running up in your face talking crazy to you. The little kids on social media shows you what they did to that grown lady. And we all grown, so it don't matter. It's a matter of time for one of them try to come at us. And then the parents going to sit there and be like some of those kids' parents on there. Oh, well, you know, they talk about how much they're a good child. If you're a good child, you don't do stuff like that. If you're a good kid, you ain't downtown, because you know downtown was like a prized possession to go when we were kids. That was like a big thing to go downtown. But these kids, they don't care about nothing. They don't fear anything. And that's a scary thing when you don't fear nothing as a kid. Because that lets you know if you make it to adult, you're going to be a menace. But they create these little monsters. You can't keep saying, this is my baby. This is a monster that you created because you keep banning them. You rewarding them for bad behavior. They have not earned anything. They don't even want to be at school. They walking around with $1,500 cell phones. And then the crazy part, mind you, just a couple weeks ago, wasn't the parents crying about stamps? But these kids got $1,500 cell phones. They got on expensive clothes, shoes, and everything else. These parents are buying their kids love. Yeah.
Oh Lord, how much she said him.
I like
Oh, you said a mouthful. Somebody gonna be mad at us tonight. Oh, somebody, and you know what? I agree with you. Y'all did all that Facebook detective to find out who all those children, teenagers was involved in stomping that lady and knocking her son down. Did all that detective work, put it up on Facebook and everything. Let's see you do some detective work tonight on what happened last night. I want to see a bunch of us to get together and march and stomp on some grounds. You know, march, stomp and raise hell. And I'm not cussing like you guys did last Tuesday. You know, come on now. You're right, sister. You're right.
Nope, they're not.
You're right.
They're
I want
not,
to see that.
because you got to look at it.
Go ahead.
It's only, you got to look at it because as a large amount of kids down there, a lot of them kids come south side, west side, mostly south side probably. Them kids out there kicking it. A parent, remember, it's Friday night. Parent want to get drunk, party, twerking on social media, talking about a bunch of mess. And the crazy part, they still talking about that situation with that lady, but your son out here acting a fool, fighting somebody. And the sad part is like this. When a black person takes money to the life that, but let it been a white person, they would have killed down there. I promise you, they would have lined their ass up. They're not playing with them. They keep building penitentiaries because they building them for black boys and black girls. So they don't understand. They keep funding penitentiaries. They go keep funding. They fund them more than they fund education. Because they want y'all. They know that this is where you gonna go. This is for a hard-headed girl, a hard-headed boy. They want to man their parents or man society. So we got a place for y'all to go. And then once you go there, you got a record now. So now it's gonna be even harder for you to find a job because you got a mom or dad that sit there and rewards you for bad behavior. You got an auntie or uncle that's scared of you. You got a grandma or grandfather that's scared of it. Because a lot of these parents, I think they're scared of their kids. They're scared of their kids, and then they want you to be scared of them too. But when you stick up for yourself, you in the wrong. Don't say nothing to my child. Okay. So when something happened to them, y'all ain't see nothing. We surely did not. You just said, don't say nothing, don't care. So we don't show you we don't care. And that's the problem. And then they say it takes a village. The problem is this, y'all only want the village when everything's out of hand. You can't wait till the child get a certain age and want the village, baby. You got to start when they're little to raise them up. They're not raising their kids. Look on social media. You see the women. She's trying to recapture her teenage youth. You see the guys. He's trying to recapture his teenage youth. They all posted up. They
Tell
all
the
posted
truth
up.
and shame the devil.
The females, you 40, 50 years old, talking about how much of a bad bee you is. You need to let that go. You got the guys up there sticking his finger. What if you got your finger stuck up in gang signs at 40 plus? What's wrong with you? And no one addresses their bad behavior because they hang around people that's just like them. They don't hang around people that's going to correct them. They hang around people that just like them. Look at the people they hang around. 10, 20, 30-year friends, and y'all still hang around on BS. No one can correct you. That's the problem. And it goes down to the kids, and the kids don't even hang around their real cousins. They hang around their friends' kids. They don't even know their real cousins because these my friends' kids, that's our family. Even look at, I take it further. Look at the repast. Remember when you was coming up to somebody passing your family? It was just family came to the repast. It wasn't no smoking, wasn't no drinking, wasn't none of that. Now you see it, smoking, drinking, partying. You were like, what type of crap is this? It's like it's no family structure. The black family structure has left. You see everybody kicking it, smoking it, drinking. That's the only way we know how to love on each other. Nobody know how to sit down and talk to each other. Say, hey, man, let's talk about some real things. Now we gotta smoke, we gotta drink, we gotta turn up, we gotta fight, we gotta hump on each other, we gotta act. And then the women, you see them humping and slapping each other. It just, oh my gosh, it's just sick behavior. And unfortunately, we see things going this way now. Just give it 10, 20 years. Oh my gosh, whew. There's gonna be so many fatherless kids out here because a lot of the black brothers gonna be dead. I hate to say it. They dying younger and younger, and the mother sitting there on Facebook, my son, and my son was innocent. Yeah, maybe. And you heard me say maybe, because you gotta look at it, the things he posts, the guns he told. Like you said, when a person gets shot, one of them had a gun on him when he got shot. Because he ain't coming out empty, just somebody pulled theirs quicker. But these parents don't sit there and don't want to sit there and say, you know what, I'm the problem. I created this little monster and somebody finally got here before he got them. They don't want to say that because if you speak on that, they get it. So it's a lot of Facebook friends who lost their son and they said, but I could tell the type of lifestyle their son lives. And the sad part is they still glorify the mess they son. My son was a legend. Legends, what did he do? What did he do in the community that make him a legend? Nothing. He did absolutely nothing. He just died young. This has been going on for so long. It's like a cycle. It's a cycle. It's like a cancer, and it's like a virus, and it keep going and it keep going. It's just sad, Mark. It really is.
Listen, people, everything she said, I want to say. She told the truth. She might as well just took over the live, because definitely that's what she did. And a lot of y'all peeping in and peeping out, you know, this sister told the truth. Donald Trump, Republicans, they didn't go downtown and shoot up downtown. Those are our children that look like us that did that. Let's be honest now. Let's do this investigation work just like we did over there on the southeast side. You know, we did all that investigation. We put up the parents. We put up all the minor students that was involved in stomping that woman. We put all that up on social media. Now let us solve this now. These 8 people are getting shot. 1 fatality. Rest in peace, Armani Floyd. I believe that's his last name. I give condolences to his family.
A baby, 14 years old. Come on now. Going downtown, probably having some fun. And this is what it is. Now his mama got to pick out him a suit. She got to make plans for a funeral. Because somebody was in their feelings tonight. They had to pull out a gun and just start spraying. And you wonder, what is you carrying a gun downtown just to have a good time? If that was your intent to have a good time, because it wasn't. Because what do you need a gun for?
Thank you, my dear sister. You said enough. Let me let somebody else get a turn, too. I appreciate you. All right. 9461. Come on, caller.
Hey, Martin, how are you?
Good. That first
Mama House.
Hey, First Lady, how you doing? Yes. Mama House.
I'm okay, baby. You know what? The young lady told the honest to God truth. And it does. It starts at home first. It does. The word tells us to train up a child in the way that they should go. But see, if they get some of Jesus implanted in them,
all right,
they'll think twice. But you just had said Wednesday, because I keep your notes. You just said Wednesday. We're going to see what else going to occur after this. You say that somebody else may lose a child and you may have to go and get a suit. What happened? You told the truth. You told the truth.
I told it.
Now, all of that over what? Over what? You downtown for a tree lighting? What are you taking a gun for? For what? It didn't make no sense. Them kids, I don't know. I don't know what they're looking for.
Mhm.
I don't know, but I don't know if people just give their kids carte blanche on a Friday when they get out of school to go wherever they want to go and stay out to 11 and 12. But these kids is ending up in the wrong places at the wrong time. People need to keep a track of their children.
Mhm.
Cover your children. You pray for your children when they walk out that door. But know where they're at. We couldn't do that growing up. When you got out of school, you had 15 minutes to get home unless you was on that CTA. And if you was on CTA, you got 45 minutes, not an hour. Things has changed. And I'm going to still take it back to the churches because they're not doing nothing. The preacher ain't giving the word.
Mhm.
He's not giving that word on Sunday to the kids. Okay, like I said before, and I'm not going to take it back. Most churches have turned into a business
Mhm.
because if the word of God
Mhm.
was going into the service, them kids would feel convicted and say, Mama, what must I do to be saved? Or
Mhm.
either I want to be baptized. That is not the question. Some of them don't even make the kids get up and go to church with them.
Mhm.
But for me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord. If I had some here, they would be up with me going. But thank God, I ain't got but one and she grown. So, hey, you choose your life.
Mhm.
Mama chose hers.
And
Okay?
Mama
And that's
House.
it.
Mama House.
Yes.
Remember, and I'm not
Yes.
cussing. They raised all type of hell when ICE came in here and kicking those people out there over
Yes.
on 75th and South Shore. All they splitting the family and all they doing and all doing that.
7502.
Now where's some same people
Yes.
that right now with that same energy? Now listen,
Okay.
I don't see black people alarmed where they are. The Mexican people, the immigrants, they
No.
was fighting them people back. They was fighting ICE back.
When they fight,
Yeah, they was fighting.
Now, thank
Listen, they
you.
was fighting back. Look at black
all
folks. We
down in
quiet
little
now.
village.
We quiet now, and we got
Like
our
church,
arms crossed.
look, like the church mouse.
Yeah.
Okay? Let them do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody said nothing. You ain't seen no crowd of folks from last night on TV, have you?
No.
Only thing I seen on the news today was the sister that was supposed to have been involved with that first, incident. But that's all. That's all I've seen. Okay, and they're talking and showing her mug shots. That's it. Talking about the sister.
Now, Mama, let me say this, Mama
Come on,
House.
baby. Yes.
Now, I got on the thing I got on the screen, and they showing you. They said BYOB, bring your own bottle, tree lighting, take over part 2. Now, they letting you know that they was assembling. And a lot of our parents, all of their parents is on social media, and this probably came across their page. Right now, see,
Bring
listen,
your own bottle.
y'all know where I was at last night. I was on live. And while I was on live, I got a call and said somebody got shot. I said, over downtown. I already knew it. I knew it.
Okay.
Y'all didn't want, hey,
Yes,
you didn't want the troops here. You didn't want them to do their job. You didn't want ICE here. Now, this is what you're going to get. You got a lady got stomped by 4 or 5 teenagers. You got another person burned on the train. Then you got this. 5, 8 people shot, mass shooting.
But no, what about the lady that was going in her garage over east and got shot in the head going into her garage?
See?
Coming from shopping, okay? The police already there because somebody was trying to break in her house. What time are we living in, people? What time? You got children in your house and don't even check the bedrooms to see what's in them drawers. What's in the closets. You just letting them live there, sleep there, get on the phone, do whatever they want to do. Ha, talk loud, making those sounds of them gang signs, and you too dumb to know what they're saying. No, you better raise them because if you don't, the streets gonna take them. The streets are gonna take them out.
Mama House.
They ain't giving them a chance. You said that Wednesday.
I want to pose the question to the panel. So when y'all get up and start talking, let me. I got a question right here. My friend sent it to me, and she told me to ask this question. And I'm going to ask it, and it's not me asking it, but I like it. Why do you think we are silent about last night? Asking us black folks. Now, I ain't talking to no white folks now. I'm talking to black people.
Thank you, baby.
They would just let's kick out the Republicans. We don't want to talk about Republicans tonight. We don't want to talk about the president tonight. Let's talk to us. This us sitting at the round table. Why you think we are silent about what happened last night? Hold on, sister. We got talk and turn now. Ain't number one mic at Mama House where she got the mic right now.
First thing is this. It came across everybody, TV. It don't come across just one. It don't come across just two. It came nationwide. The whole city knew about this child being shot downtown. Okay? What did they do? Ain't seen nobody out there protesting. Ain't seen nobody running out there hollering at everything. No publication on it. Only thing you seen was the polices running down State Street. That's what you see. And then the television people said that they heard the shots from their window and they was on the desk. That's all. But do you see how low-key this is? This is low-key, baby. Ain't nobody saying nothing today about this. You just seen it on the 6 o'clock news. Or if you keep your TV on CNN, TV, That's it. Joined. That is it. Why? I mean, what is the difference? This is another life that has been taken out. And I haven't heard nobody talk about it, period, today. Only thing came on the news. That's it.
And
ain't said where the child came from.
When ICE was here, Alderman was getting arrested, locked up. They was fighting with their people. Black people, what we gonna do? Stand still with our arms folded up across the what are we gonna do? What are we going to do? Mama House, let me go to somebody else. They keep calling. I got like 5 people behind you. 6, I think.
Babe, talk.
Okay, 3268. Come on, 3268.
What's going on, Martin?
Okay, question before you start talking. Why do you think black people are silent now? Go ahead, start talking. Now you can talk.
Well, first of all, this is Roosevelt. Good evening to everybody. And to answer your question, first and foremost, and good evening to you, Mama House 900, all you all. Happy holidays. Oh, Lord, sometimes it's just hard to say because I just think sometimes it's just like, I mean, and yeah, we should be outraged and everything, like no matter what kind of loss of life it is, whether one of us gets killed by police or whether, we get killed by each other. But it seems like more people say something when more people, let's just say, are shot by police or whatever. But it seems like whenever one of us is taken out by another one of us, nobody ever says anything. I mean, that's like, that's a hard answer to that kind of question. But the thing is, I would have to say, to answer the question just on my end, because I know this is an individual thing, I'd have to say, I think that I am vocal no matter who it is who causes a problem, because I think it's person by person. I don't care if a person is shot innocently by police or killed by somebody else. I have to say that I'm equally as outraged with both. I'm not one who's going to sit up and blame someone else like Donald Trump or the Republicans or blame racism or white supremacy, or for one of our kind, who picks up a gun against another one of us. And I just think sometimes us as Black people sometimes will have selective outrage. We can get upset when, an innocent person or unarmed person is killed by police, and of course that rightfully so. But yet when another Black person is killed by, one of our own, no one says anything or whatever. I don't know if it's like this code or something where Black people stick together or we just see ourselves as like one family or something, no matter what. And I guess nobody wants to tell or, I'll talk about the dirty secrets, that go on within the family. Because, sometimes I think that's sometimes what it is and everything, because you find a whole lot of people who always try to say, because me and one guy who I used to work with, we used to have these kind of debates all the time. The main thing he'd always say, oh man, we don't have to talk about everything that Black people do. Man, golly, we know we know we effed up and everything. We don't have to put it out there, no matter what. We sort of stick together. So they just have this whole brotherhood mentality to where, we could be completely dysfunctional and completely sick, but yet, we don't say anything about it. So it just keeps on fostering like all of this kind of bad behavior. It's kind of like what people say in families. No matter what goes on bad in this family, you never say it outside, and whatever goes on in this house stays in this house. Sometimes I think that's a bad thing because if you don't, you'll never get no help.
Mr. Roosevelt, why? I need why? Black folks, now, you was one of the ones, you was outspoken against those teenagers putting their foot in the adult. Where's the people at? Where are those same people that I interviewed? Where are they? Why aren't they mobilizing?
Yeah, but the thing is, but the thing is something. At least one thing about it is these kids, they videotaped themselves. We knew who these kids were, and no matter what, we still came together. We didn't come together.
Hold it, Roosevelt. Hold it. We didn't know who they were. We didn't know. I didn't know none of those little children stopping that lady. They did the investigation. Some of these YouTubers, content creators, they found out who the parents are. They found not only who the children are, they put their name up and everything. Why can't they do the same due diligence? Addresses too as well. Why they can't do that? Why they can't do that for those that stuff that happened downtown last night?
I think that they should. I think that they should. Because unless, I think the young lady who came before Mama House stole a little bit of my thunder. I just, because she's absolutely told the truth. I just believe it's like what she said. I don't have any kind of proof of this or anything, but some of these kids who's causing these problems. Yeah, some of these same people who are talking about this whole situation that happened on Monday. Maybe their kids weren't involved in everything in it, but some of these people who went downtown, since there was a whole lot of young people down there last night, could be some of these kids' friends or family members or schoolmates, and it just seems like in the black community they want to adopt this like I said, the whole no snitching
Roosevelt,
to where.
Hold on.
That's the only thing I could think of.
Okay, thank you, Roosevelt. Let me go to the next caller, man. 1398. Come on. 1398.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real quick because I know you probably got a long line. Me personally, I think people here are used to these type of things, so they really don't gather, the attention from Chicagoans like to do people outside of Chicago. Because even when I seen a video of those kids and stuff, I'm not gonna lie to you, I looked at it and I kept scrolling because that's just another day in this city. I had to watch it 3 or 4 times for me to actually feel some type of sympathy, because I kept on learning something new every time I was watching a video. I had to learn that she was pregnant, or at least that's what they were saying at first. And I watched it and I felt bad. I had to learn that she had some type of illness. Watched it again, felt a little even more bad. So the more I knew, the more I felt sympathy. But I don't feel sympathy off rip, and I think it's just PTSD, just staying here and looking at things and just getting used to certain things happening and not being surprised no more. I don't know if y'all remember. It was a couple of years ago.
Hey,
I guess it was when Lori
brother, I need you to hold up. I need you to answer the question. Why you think black people are so silent about this? I
told you. I said people here, we kind of got used to these things. This is not a one-time thing. This has happened multiple times.
Nah, they wasn't silent the other day.
Well, if you're talking about going out to that school, it was majority of black women.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know what he's talking. He's talking about the people going up to the school, right?
Right. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
No, this Mama House. I thought he was talking about the shooting out there downtown last night. I apologize.
No. We are talking about that Mama House, but I referred to the school and said that they were outraged But where is that same outrage that happened the other day, and why is it not today?
Well,
It's
I mean,
cycle.
I ain't gonna speak too long. I'm gonna say today that for far as I'm concerned, that incident, it had more black women out there than it did anything, and I guess they look at it and they looked at it in an emotional state, and you know they got a little emotional about that. But the majority of black men, we looked at that and like, damn, that's messed up. And you know, again, that's just the everyday thing to us at this point.
Now, hold it, my brother, real
bad.
quick. Hold it, brother. Hold it. Now, here's a young man, 14 years old, Armani Floyd, was shot to death. Now, in the incident the other day, wasn't nobody killed. Everybody went home.
Yeah, I feel you on that. But again, it was just an incident not even that long ago where it was an 11-year-old boy shot in the alley over there in Indiana. And so it's like, you know, it's happening. And it's like, how is we supposed to feel like this every single time?
Brother, hold on, brother. Hold it. It's a life. It's a 14-year-old young man right here that's on the screen right here. It's a loss of life, man.
I understand that.
Where's the outrage?
I'm telling you that.
Yeah.
I'm answering your question because you said why black people ain't, you know, jumping at this situation. I'm telling you, it's the majority that this happens a lot. And I just want to say one more thing. You can pass it. As far as I'm concerned, this has been going on for the longest. Even if we can go back to Lori Lightfoot when they actually had to put curfews downtown for kids because they kept coming down that messing stuff up and you know, stuff like that. But as far as I'm concerned, since our race has the most kids out of God's covering, I think it's some type of spiritual thing where it's like,
bro.
We have the most kids out. Hold on, wait, let me finish.
And you go, come on, no, I'm going to the next caller, brother. We're good. Thank you.
I'm in right here.
No. You in it right now.
Spiritual thing.
I'm going to the next caller right now, bro.
Man,
6631. Come on, y'all. 6631. Come on, next caller. Come on.
How you doing?
Come on. All right. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah. The question I think why it's not being spoken and whatnot, because the kids gang, the parents gang, and the grandparents gang. And it's a cycle. And I'm 44. Back when I was a kid, I used to stay on the red line. Nothing happened. And another thing, like the whole God, after a while, God's going to say, I gave you a mind, a soul, a spirit. Walk. When you fall, then I come. We can't keep holding on him like that. We need to get out there and say something. And then these pastors, come on. Pool pimp, pimping and all, come on. I'm getting old school, and I see that every day. All that is gang. And the kids that jumped the pregnant lady, that's the new gang.
Pregnant. Stop saying that.
Okay. She wasn't pregnant, but she was sickle cell. You know what? They was like, oh, that's the dirty kid.
Sir.
And that's the dirty.
Sir. We all know the story.
Okay.
Let me reiterate to you, bro.
Thank you.
Why is it
we're
so outraged comparing it to that incident that you just talked about to this incident? Now, in that incident that you talked about, no one lost their life. The incident last night, a young man, 14 years old, lost his life. Why are we outraged?
I'm going to tell you what happened.
Why are we not outraged?
Right.
Because that's gang-ish. That's what I think. And then it happens, like, if on a media standpoint, it happens all the time. See, nobody want to get involved with that because that's gang. That's all that was.
Hold on, please.
When your turn come up, you can. When your turn come up, you can talk.
That's just what I think. Because I've been downtown, man. I used to hang out downtown so much on the red light. I knew how to act. And that's the thing. People, this is just a couple years. Because honestly, back in the day, people only went a 4-block radius from their neighborhood.
Okay. All right, brother. I got to go to the next caller, man. They getting impatient.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead.
Come on, 900. 900, come on.
Hey, Martin.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
I looked for your number. I couldn't even find your number. So text me your number again.
Oh,
okay.
I'm gonna text you.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so while I've been listening, I've been on Facebook and I've been checking in about the 14-year-old boy, and I went on several pages, and apparently what people were saying from the comments, and I've found the video just scrolling through the comments, that 14-year-old boy, apparently he was out there fighting, and they said that he was trying to take somebody's coat, and there's a video out here. I just found it. It's on Facebook right now, and you see that boy. He's in a white shirt, and they like people was posting screenshots of his face in the comments, and it was like, this is him, and this is him from the video, and he walking up on somebody, but you don't see him swing, but they're out there fighting, and before you see him, you see somebody else come and take this boy's coat off of his body, a black coat, and walk off with it, and then you see the boy who got killed. You see him walking up with his fist ball, mad face. He getting ready to go after somebody. So he wasn't just some innocent bystander. They was out there fighting. And I got the video right here if you want to see it.
Okay. Send it to me.
If you want to pull it up right now on your show, I got it right here.
Hello, everyone.
Okay. Now, let me a question, 900. Innocent or no innocent, I don't think whatever happened down there deserve a death sentence. Period.
No,
period.
It didn't.
Taking somebody's coat.
I do want to answer your question.
I know. I understand. Taking someone's coat. We have a loss of life here, regardless if he was guilty or wasn't guilty. My point is.
But Mark, okay.
Hold on. My point. I'm gonna let you talk. I promise you. Why aren't we outraged like we was the other day when the little young boys beat up the grown lady and her son? So I'm just saying it wasn't even no life lost thing, but it's a life lost last night. Where are the Facebook detectives? Okay, now if he got shot and killed, now we got video of allegedly of him with his fist balled up, supposedly involved in taking a coke or whatever. Now, who was the shooter? Who was the shooter? Come on, Facebook detectives. Go ahead, 900. Go ahead.
I can answer that. I can answer that question very easily. Why people are outraged? Why people are not outraged about this, but they were about that woman? Simply put, because what happened to that woman and her kids is not something that you see every day. That's not something that you see every day. But these little boys out here getting killed, that's something that you see every day. That happens every weekend in Chicago. People are used to that now.
But the other day, the lady got her butt whooped. She didn't get killed. I mean, we used to seeing butt whooping and butt kicking. We see that too.
No, Martin. Martin, we are not used to seeing groups of young kids walking up on a grown mother and her kids and beating them up. We are not used to that. That was a first.
No.
That was a first time.
So hold it. So you telling me we're not used to 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 year old kids carjacking and shooting people? I'm talking, ma'am. I'm talking.
No. I'm not saying that.
No. Hold on. Listen. A lot of us that been carjacked, most of the carjackings are from little young teenagers.
That's not what you asked, though, Martin.
I know, but I'm just saying, you telling me that we're not used to seeing young people beating up grown people. That's a lie. We're used to young people killing grown people. That's what we're used to.
I didn't say that. What I said was,
I know what you said. You didn't say that, but I'm telling you this.
We're not used to seeing minors, especially some of these kids.
900. 14, 15, 16, 17 is a minor carjacking.
I understand that, Martin. I understand.
I forgot you don't live in Chicago. I forgot you don't live in Chicago. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is, in this particular case, though, Martin, where a woman was walking with her two small kids,
and you saw a group of young kids walk up and beat her up and beat her and her kids up, that is not something that you see every day. Now, you might see young kids carjacking or beating up a grown person by themselves, but the fact that she had kids with her and they were also hurt by those kids, that's what made this story so unique. But a 14-year-old boy getting killed, that happens every weekend in Chicago. Whether they 14, 13, 12, 16, whatever, that happens every weekend. I'm not even concerned about that anymore because it happens all the time. But that particular story with that woman, the reason it's making national news is because of what I just said, the shock value. That is not a situation you see all the time. That's not. It's not. That's what's so unique about it. But I will say, where was the 14-year-old boy at 10 o'clock at night?
Okay, hold it. With the teen trends going on downtown, they beating up random people, grown-up people, robbing them, beating them up, young people, mob flashing.
They're not beating their small kids up.
Hold on, it's happening.
They're not beating their small kids up.
It's happening. Well,
That's
first,
what's so unique about it.
it's happening. Regardless, it's a crime. It's a gruesome crime. Don't you think it's a gruesome crime? Hold on, I did.
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Yeah. Hold on, you'll get your turn when we're done talking.
I'm telling you why people are not outraged. I'm telling you why they're not outraged about this 14-year-old, why they were outraged about this woman. That's the reason why.
Okay. All right.
But I will say though, but I do want to say, like the person before me said, there's a verse in the Bible that says, if you forget God, God will forget your children. And every time you look around on social media or even in person, just talking about the Black community, but this is really a worldwide issue. We're just talking particularly about the Black community. A lot of Black people have rejected God. They've rejected God. They've rejected the church. They don't want to hear anything about God. And so why are we surprised that God has forgot about your children?
Well, let me say this, and I agree with that scripture.
It's not gonna get
But
better.
hold it, 900. 900. I didn't see one preacher out there at that school. I didn't see no well-known pastor at that school. So I understand what you're saying. And Mama House said it. A lot of these religious institutions, I'm not even going to call them churches, ain't nothing but a business. That's it. They don't care about the community that they're serving. And why you think you have a lot of these churches full of women, no men in there.
Lonely women.
Well, I ain't gonna go there. That's their choice. I'm not gonna go through that. We're not gonna go to talk about when we ain't women bashing. We're not doing that tonight. But go ahead, 900. Then I'm gonna go to the next person. Go on, finish talking. Go ahead.
The fact is, Martin, the Black community is in free fall right now, and it has gotten so bad, and it's only gonna get worse. The fact that it's normalized now for 13, 12, 14-year-old kids to be downtown or even outside by themselves with their friends with no supervision, that was unheard of when I was coming up. And as long as these parents are letting their kids run wild, they don't care where they are. They're not concerned that they buy them all this expensive stuff. This is only going to continue. Why parents in the Black community need to step up and be parents? Why are you letting your 14, even 16-year-old, they're not grown, they under your roof. Why are you even letting them out at 10 o'clock? That's too late to be outside by themselves. 14? Man, I still had to be in when the streetlights came on at 14. I couldn't be downtown by myself. It's just the type of parenting today is just so loose. And I like a lot of people were saying yesterday from the show yesterday, these parents are not put together. They just, it's just, I hate to say it, but I believe the Black community is cursed. The Black community is just cursed. And there are a lot of generational curses. You got families losing, one person a year, 2 or 3 people a year, all this retaliatory beef. And it's just a mess. It is a mess. And it's despicable. And at this point, it's just like, it ain't even surprising to me no more. Yes, it's sad from a human point of view, but it's not surprising. And as long as, and I was watching your video from yesterday, interviewing those parents and those women out there talking just foul mouth and
Orion Meadows.
yeah, and for them to say that they're parents and they got a mouth like that, you wonder why the youth is in the position that they're in now with garbage parents like that.
All right, 900. I let you rat it out. You got it all out. All right, all right. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for calling. 9430. Well, you know what? Actually, I got something I want to show. Let's show this video before we go to the next person. I got a video. Maybe what's your thoughts on this?
You want me to send it to you?
Oh, yeah, you can send it to me. Send it to my phone. Send it right now. All right.
You gonna play it?
If they're kids, I can't. Because YouTube ain't gonna let me monitorize no kids.
Our young people have to understand that they should not attend these unauthorized events that have been advertised on social media. They are extremely dangerous due to the number of individuals that may be carrying weapons, and as much progress as we have made.
Okay, I'm gonna start over.
Like
about a minute,
set us
2 minutes
back
long.
as a city, and it evokes fear. Our young people have to understand that they should not attend these unauthorized events that have been advertised on social media. They are extremely dangerous due to the number of individuals that may be carrying weapons, and as much progress as we have made, there are still far too many guns on our streets. For these young people who have engaged in these incidents, you have put yourselves and your friends at risk. Because of the reckless behavior of a few individuals, we have families devastated, and our downtown residents are hesitant to leave their own homes. I'm the first person to recognize that we have more work to do in this city to provide safe spaces for our young people. But these type of violent gatherings can never be an alternative, nor can they be normalized. We need parents, guardians, and other responsible adults to do their best to accompany young people in large, unsanctioned gatherings where weapons are likely to be present. There's always more we as adults can do to make sure that we know where our kids are and what they are doing. I recognize this feels like emotional whiplash. After this incredible celebration last night where thousands of people gathered, Chicagoans who were enjoying our tree lighting ceremony expressed their love for our city. It was peaceful. It was a joyous evening, a vision of the best of Chicago. The holiday season is a time when we come together as a city. It's when we spend time with our family and our loved ones. This is the opposite type of behavior that anybody wants to see. And when we have a setback like this, it just reminds us of the long road that we have to build the city that we all want to live in. We will continue to pray for the victims and their families. We will continue to pray for our city. This is an ongoing investigation and we'll provide the updates as we have them.
Okay, 900, real quick, 900, real quick. So if my memory serves me correct, you're saying it depends on what type of crime, and that's what brings the outrage. Is that what you're saying in so many words? Help me out now, real quick. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we got a clear understanding. All right. Well, thank you for that. Let me go to the next caller. 9433. 9433. Come on, caller.
Yes, Mark. They need to bring the same energy that they had at their school for this 14-year-old. Yes, it takes a village to raise these kids. Yes, most of the parents probably did not know where their kids was at because most of the parents are probably working parents. But it was a life lost. So they need to get it correct. They need to bring the same energy that they brought for the young woman and her 2 kids for this 14-year-old.
They're not going to. Nobody cares. They're not going to.
It's obvious.
You're probably not a mother, so you probably ain't carried a child for 9 months. And one thing about a mother, they not gonna give up on their child, sweetheart. I'm here.
Right, they're not, but the community is. The community doesn't care about these black boys getting killed. They don't care. This story is going to be gone in 2 days. Nobody's going to remember this.
Guess what? It's going to take out. It's going to take out black men. We got plenty black men out here. Our black men need to deal with our youth, and I guarantee you, it's going to be a change. See, you speaking negative. I'm speaking positive. No, I heard everything you said. Everything was negative, baby. I'm speaking positive. Oh, my black people.
You in denial. in denial.
No,
There will be
I'm never in denial.
There will be no march for this boy. There will be
You
no.
don't live in Chicago.
His
You
family
don't
will
live in
not be moved
Chicago.
to a new house.
You don't.
Okay.
You don't stay in Chicago.
Okay, guys. Hold it.
900.
Hold it, ladies.
900.
Ladies, hold it.
Martin, you know I'm telling the truth.
Okay, hold it.
There will
Hold,
be no.
I'm too old to argue with you, 900.
hold it,
I'm too
ladies.
grown to argue with you.
Ladies.
No rapper is going to invite his family out to have Christmas and Thanksgiving covered. They're not going to be moved to a safer house. His family's not going to be moved to a safer house. He's not going to get a news broadcast with Mayor Johnson addressing the situation. It's not going to happen, Martin. It's not. You know it's not. He gets
Okay. 900.
900.
Hold it, y'all. Hold it.
What he said,
Yeah, let's
he
get back
talking.
on topic. Let's get back on topic because I got like 500.
It's going to take us to save us. Not Mayor Johnson, not Christian, or Donald Trump, sweetheart. It's going to take our black community to stand up and come out again.
Okay.
I dropped the mic, Martin.
Thank you. 2742. Come on, caller. 2742.
Okay, Martin. I just wanted to respond when you was like, why it wasn't an outrage for like what with the mother and kids. I'm gonna tell you why. Because black people are very selective. You gotta look at it like this. It was a mother and a few little kids, right? So the kids go to their school, right? So they easy to track down, right? So a person say, well, it's school bullying, right? So they go up there because they know them kids go to their school, so it's an easy target for them to say something, right? Now let's look at downtown, right? These kids. Parents don't know what they, and then the lady said their parents at work. No, they not. Their parents not at work. They probably, this is a Friday night. Their parents trying to get them out their house. I agree with the 900, but everything she says is true. It's not being negative, it's being realistic. Because if society can't do no, the parents can't do no, then what's society supposed to do? It's because the large number of kids downtown, the parents, it make the race look, it shows you that it's a real issue in the black community. The other thing just want to show you that, we standing up. A lot of them just like BS. A lot of them was clout chasing that day. And when you look at a lot of the women, they was just clout chasing. They was just trying to be seen. And a lot of them, you would look at, a lot of them came outside with bonnets on their head, the way they was talking. That tells you a story in itself. Because what respectable mother or father coming out the door talking like that on national TV? Right.
Okay.
So it's just that what it is they parents with all them boys down there. It tells you that is a real big problem in the black community. That a lot of parents don't give a care about their kids. That's what that tells you. And a lot of black people in denial. That's why they try to make it a difference between both of the issues. That's all that is.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for somebody really answering. 9171. Come on, call 9171. We get through these callers. 9171, the last 4 digits of your number. Okay.
Martin, it's Keena. I'm sorry.
Hey, Keena. Go ahead, keep talking, Keena. I need to get up and go get me some water, but keep talking. I'm not ignoring you, but I need to get some water. Go ahead. Talk. Start talking.
All right.
Go ahead.
Hey, everybody. I don't know. This week, all I could say, I don't know. This week was like, it wore me out. You understand? Like with all the stuff that was happening. The week started with the mom and her kids getting attacked. I can't even tell you the outrage that I had that day. You talking about anger, that's just, I don't know. That did something to me because I've never seen that happen. And every time I think that I've not seen something, here comes something else.
I'm back.
So today, I'm sitting here. I work from home. So in between my calls, I said, let me look on Facebook and see what they're talking about. I see the 14-year-old. And I'm in between calls, and it just shell shocked me, and I'm going to tell you why. I have a 14-year-old, right? 14-year-old son goes to Simeon. My son asked me the other day, could he go downtown for something that was happening on Friday? And I'm like, absolutely not. And so I talked to my son and I explained to him why he couldn't go. So while I'm waiting for the next call to come in, I called him. I said, come here for a minute. And I showed him the picture of the little boy. I'm trying to get myself together because I get a call. I'm crying my eyes out, right?
And it bothered me because I have a 14-year-old son. My son just graduated in June also. And I don't care how many 14 or it still bothers me because they're to me babies. Now, I saw that video too. And I'm not going to justify anything, but what I will say is that 14-year-old lost his life. And I have empathy for that parent. I know what it looked like to lose family members to gun violence. And I mean, it was just a lot. This week with social media, when I say wore me out, and I'm equally angry because that 14-year-old, I'm not making excuses for anybody. I don't do that. What I do is give people chances to get it right. Why do I say that? Because I remember being 14 and I remember how I behaved sometimes. And my behavior wasn't necessarily always godly either, right? And now a lot of the stuff that I did in my younger days, I would never in my later. You understand what I'm saying? So I do think about stuff a little bit different. I hear what everybody's saying, and I'm not saying anybody is wrong. I can understand and relate to what everybody is saying. But when I tell you that 14-year-old today, I saw that, it broke my heart to pieces because I could imagine. I could only imagine what that mama feel like. I don't know if the mama work. It don't even matter. You understand? That 14-year-old, whatever he was doing, now we know that he does not have a chance to get it right because he's no longer here. That bothers me anytime I hear a young person passing away like that. You know, I don't know. I'm trying not to get emotional now because you know you can't really think when you're emotional. But I'm a mom of a 14-year-old son. I have 15-year-old twin sons. So all of my babies are in high school. You understand what I'm saying? And I can't even imagine what life would look like if something were to happen to one of my kids. So I'm coming from a different place, but like I said, I'm not knocking what nobody else is saying. It's just, I don't know, this whole week, all I'm going to say is our community is indeed standing in the need of prayer. Do I understand? I've had moments even this year where I question my faith level too. I get that. But at the end of the day, like I said, we the only ones that can help us. I don't look for a politician to help us. We all got to stand up. Last thing I'm going to say, and then I'm going to be gone. Now, I'm 50 now, right? My mom was on drugs, so my grandmother raised me. There's a lot of people who are in my age category whose grandparents raised them because their parents were on drugs. I didn't have my first child until I was 26. A lot of people I grew up with had kids when they were teenagers, and they were babies having babies. And it's like, what could you teach the baby if you're a baby yourself? And we got a lot of work. I see progress in our community, but we still got a long way to go. And I'm not going to say nothing bad because at the end of the day, I love being Black. I don't care. There's no other race that I love being
Black.
And I'm going to forever say that I'm down for my people. I am that mama who take on other kids, and those kids call me mama too. And I actually make sure they're okay too. Not just my babies, but their friends are my babies too. And if everybody took on that same, I grab a kid, you grab a kid, we all grab one of them kids, you will see the difference. You will see the difference. I thought so too until I started doing it. In a little group that it's working for me. And I say, just try it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not about to be combative with anybody. That's not what it is. But I'm speaking just like everybody else did. That's my story. And thank you, Martin, for letting me have my moment.
Thank you for calling to 1398. Next caller.
Yeah. You know,
Hey man, hold it. First of all, let me just get on top of you real quick. said something. I'm the host here, brother.
Oh, pause.
I'm just telling
pause.
you. Listen, if you don't like what you hear, how I operate things, you know, you don't have to call in. You can just watch. I don't have a problem with you. I'm not going to block you or anything. But, brother, when I ask you to stand down, please stand down, brother. All that flipping off the lip and all that, man, I don't want to hear that, bro. You got 1,000 people.
Okay.
When you listen, the people that I feel that's making a whole lot of sense, I let them go on a little longer. But if you just keep saying the same thing over and over, I just put a halt to it. I try to let you down nicely. Okay. I try not to embarrass you. I don't tell people to shut up and none of that on there. I just try to let you down easy. But so get to your point. Let us know what you're trying to say. Now speak, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, I apologize. Out of respect for you and other people, I'm just going to make this one point, and that's it. Me personally, I'm not going to lie. I think there's something spiritual going on inside of our community. I think since our race has more kids outside of God's covering, and I think that is why we have the worst community, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to land my plane there.
That's one of the reasons.
Thank you for that comment. That was a great comment. That was cool. I may not agree with all of it, but it was a great comment, though. I understand what you're saying. And I'm just, they show all our ills on TV, on social media, man. Everybody else ills, but yeah. Yeah, please, people, in one mic. We can't talk all at the same time. Thank you.
Hard-headed.
Please mute your mic. Please. Okay, 609. Come on, 609. 609. It might be 609 making all that noise.
Hello, everyone.
609.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Okay, I'm really short.
Please.
But I'm going to say one thing. I remember something my mom told me, and it stuck. We live a time where children against parents, parents against children. Everybody that say that they understand the word, but we already know when it's time. But one thing that my mom did, she said, Lord, you say these things going to come to pass, but please don't let it be fulfilled on me and my children. And God blessed her. She prayed this prayer when she knew that as she began to read the word was going to tell her. Children against each other, parents, whatever. We're living in a day that these things are happening. And the saddest thing in the world, it's a hurtful thing. From the kids, at our time, we didn't even talk back to an elderly, let alone put our hands on. Now we got a baby that's laying up in here. This is so serious. And then we all sitting around and we got different stories. But if you are into one, we only have one story. What the world said. Children against parents, parents against children, sister, daughter, and it goes down the line. So we live in this day and time. We can't get confused why and who to go to resource. God already told us. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time. But one thing about my mother, and I come from a mother that gave birth to 17 children. And she said one thing, if I got older, you mean tell me I can take care of 17 children and 17 children can't take care of me? And we all knew you ain't even got a second guess it. We will take care of you. So I'm going to make the long story short. We're told that the real battle, I'm going to say it over again, it's a spiritual battle that's going on. People don't believe. And at the same token, we're told the Bible has written mothers against daughters and daughters against sons and all that. It's going to be fulfilled, whether it's going to be fulfilled on our children or somebody else's children. We got to hold on to that. And I love everyone. And Martin, you are the most, oh my God, you the most beautiful. You could be my brother, and I'm glad that I'm not in Chicago. You would be spoiled. You are our sweetheart. And God bless everybody's on here. That's all I want to say, love.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Make sure you send it offering. Pay your tithes over here now. I'm messing with you.
Martin, I promise you.
No, stop it.
Martin, I promise
you don't have to do that.
I have something, and I promise you, and I'm not playing games. I promise you.
I know you don't have
because
to.
I'm personal, and I won't get on here. But I promise, I said, if I could email anything, great, because everything it is, my tithes is going to the resort. And you can do whatever you want for our family.
Okay.
But I do need you. And I said, I don't have you. If you put it down there with your email, I promise you.
Okay.
I promise you, I'm putting it away. And whatever you want to do to help people, whatever, from my heart. No disrespect, no other thing. Everything about me is clean. And I promise you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mama. Let me go to the next call.
That's what I'm saying. Once I get your information, because I got a Cash App. But see, some people got Cash App with other names.
Okay.
I got Cash App come from my first name, my last name, everything.
Okay.
I'm not intelligent like that.
Hold it. All you have to do, one word, that $ crime chaser. $ crime chaser. You'd hit Martin Johnson right away. Boom. But I'll get back with you. Let me go to the next caller.
You got it, boo.
All right. 206. Come on. One of my favorites. Come on, 206. We don't always agree, but he makes a lot of sense, boy. Come on, my brother. 206.
Hey, man.
All right.
Yeah. Your question was,
thank you,
why the outrage for the sister with the children,
right?
And not the outrage for the youngster that got shot today, right?
Right. Got shot yesterday, killed, and the other people. And
yesterday,
it was like 5 people got shot. I know 1 dead. No outrage.
Well, you know, I'm not a mind reader, but when I heard about that this morning, he's a black male.
Yes.
You know, we've been conditioned that black males are disposable, that we can be destroyed, that we can be murdered or abused or imprisoned or gotten rid of. And it's okay for society to do that. It's been that way since this country was founded. Also, we're vilified. All the crime that happens in this country, the face of crime is the black male. The white male is raping the children, the women. He's stealing the money. He's serial killing. He's mass shooting. He's getting into kiddie porn. But the face of crime in America, Martin, is you and me and Roosevelt and Bill and black men. And we're probably some of the most decent people there's ever in North America. But there's no outrage because we're just conditioned to it, and people really just don't care. I mean, that's all there is to it. So, I mean, that would be my response. I'll just say that and mute my line.
Well, let me, hold it, brother. Hold it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now,
yes, sir.
Now, comparing, they use that term apples and oranges. You have some teenagers beat up an adult and her children. You have some teenagers fighting downtown. So allegedly somebody getting robbed or something. 5 to 8 people get shot. 1 die. There's no outrage. We can't blame it on Donald Trump and the Republicans. We can't blame that on ICE. Now, my thing is maybe it would have been better if ICE would have stayed, you know, to help combat some of this crime.
ICE is gone?
To my knowledge, they're not doing it. It's on a freeze right now. Yeah. So they got their wish.
National Guard is in.
Yeah. Listen. Since they left, we had the little people beat up the grown lady. We had a person get burned up on a train. I think Mama House had a lady got killed in the garage or some shot in the garage. Then now we had this mass. Right. Yeah. Now we have this mass shooting. Now, everybody was fighting tooth and nail. You breaking up families, and I don't hear none of that talk now. Breaking up families and all that. I don't hear none of that talk right now. None of it.
No.
Listen.
No, you're not going to.
They was even 206, they was even walking around. They was getting lawyers for the immigrants. They was telling them video camera everything and not to answer. I mean, give them legal fight. All these things to protect the immigrants.
That's right.
What are we getting to protect our young teenagers? Telling them nothing.
Nothing.
Like you said, disposable. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Let me say this.
Go ahead.
There's an organization called the Innocence Project. I'm sure most of y'all have heard of it. And they go in with new technology and free people who've been wrongfully convicted and who've been framed. Some of them people have 10 years in prison. Some of them people have 30 years in prison. Most of those people who are wrongfully convicted are black males. Almost 70% of them are. They were separated from their family.
Mm-hmm.
They were separated from their children, and don't nobody give a damn.
Mm-hmm.
Just like they don't give a damn about this young man being shot in downtown Chicago. That's something we got to be aware of. That's why I keep telling these mothers and these fathers, man, you got to invest maximum investment in your children and teach them something, because it can mean the difference between life or death before you know it.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
You got a caller, so I'm
okay.
Be quiet.
All right. 4243. Come on, caller. 4243. Last 4
how
digits.
How you doing, Morgan?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
I'm well. Yeah. So I heard a few things, and I agree. So I actually know some of those people that he's talking about from the Innocence Project too. That got free, got exonerated. But so everything he's saying definitely is true. But I know some people that have worked on that and that have gotten free because of the Innocence Project. But anyway, I have nothing against the church. I have nothing against the church. I went to St. Sabina, but I hear people talk about, like the church is going to solve the problem going to church. It's not. When we were going to church, they were bombing us in the churches. So going to church in itself is not the answer. What the answer is, first you have to just look at the system. The system is doing what it is designed to do. It's doing what it's designed to do. And so what we have to do, these things are not going to improve themselves until we are able to have power over what's taught in our schools. Because the children spend more time in school a lot of times than they do with their parents. That's the reality. And so what's being taught in those schools is not educating them in a way that they can be able to, one, survive and then thrive in their environment. It doesn't. And so until we have the power to do that, that's not going to change. Especially because a lot of these parents, they are either absent, or a lot of the fathers, for whatever reasons, whether it's addiction, they've been locked up. Some of them are deceased. And so now with the mothers have to take on the burden of having to work. If they work all of these different hours, some of us have to work more than one job. And Lord forbid that your child is going to school from 8 to 3, 9 to 3, 9 to 4, and then you have to work the second shift. Who's going to be there to raise the child? So that means that there are going to have to be programs, but especially, like I said, the school. In the school, we have to have more power, more control over what is being taught of our education, the curriculum, and our communities, and we do not. They tell us what to teach. And we know that we can't trust the system to teach us what's right and what's true, because they've taught us lies for years and years. For years and years, they've taught us lies about this country, this history, even psychology. The people who were in authority, they had something, and I don't want to mispronounce it, but one of the authorities in psychology had a mental illness or a diagnosis he came up with, saying that when slaves ran away, they had a mental illness because they ran away from being slaves. And this was a person who was an authority in psychology.
Mm.
The people that have created the curriculum for our schools have created it with a purpose that is adverse to our prosperity,
My brother,
to our growth and development.
my brother, question. I just got a text and I want to read it. It said the system made those kids do that last night. Somebody just texted to me. I'm just want to put it out there. Okay.
No, the system did not. But guess what? We talk about young teenagers that come from our community, right?
Right.
And so a lot of them, some of their parents mean well. Some of them have good parents, but once again, some of them are working. Some of them working multiple jobs. Some of them are in single parent households. And so if you have a system that is constantly got you working and just to be able to survive, where you have to work, you and the other parents, sometimes if it's a 2-parent household, have to constantly work. Some of you are working overtime, working 2 jobs. Who's going to be there for the child to raise the child? Be able to supervise the child. And then, once again, what's taught in those schools, those things have never been, the curriculum in those schools have never been for the benefit of African Americans to be able to be self-sufficient. And any time that we have tried to create something like that, they come through and they destroy it. COINTELPRO. If you know what COINTELPRO is, then you understand that there has been an agenda to constantly keep us under control and to not have us thrive as a community. And so when we do not have control over these things, as long as we don't have control over that, we are not going to get better. It has gotten worse. Why? Because we have never had control. It is designed for this. So we could talk about going to church. What is the church going to teach us about how we is going to educate us on how we are going to be able to prosper as a community? How is it going to tell us? How is it going to teach us these things? It's not. I'm not against the church, but let's just be realistic. The tools that we need to survive in our community, to thrive, they don't teach that in the church. So until we have some type of control over these things, things are not going to get better. They're going to continue to get worse because it keeps putting a strain on the family. Mass incarceration that has further broken up the family, dismantled the family, intentionally putting drugs in our community to harm us, which created heroin and crack babies and so forth. This was what the government did. Our own government did this to us. So do you think that we should trust a government to give us a curriculum in our schools that's going to help us thrive?
Devil.
No, it's not. We do not control that. Until we start to take control of these things, it's not going to get better. Because we're dependent on somebody that's telling us, look, this is what you have to teach. Every time there was a group that said, you know what, we're going to take control. We're going to feed our children. We're going to educate our children. What happened to them?
They killed.
The government went in and dismantled those groups. Why? Why would you dismantle a group? The Black Panther Party, right? Fred Hampton, right here in Chicago, Chicago's very own, was trying to feed the children, trying to educate the children, and the government said, no, you can't do that. Why would they not want us to do that? So that's when I say the system, no, the system didn't say go out there and kill one another, but it created the chaos, these conditions where now it is hard for the parents to be able to it's hard for us to have a family structure. For some of the parents, it's hard for them to be able to sufficiently be parents because they're not able to spend as much time with their children.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to need the schools. We're going to need to have more power in the school. Why? Because a lot of these children spend more time in the school than they do with their parents. And so if they're going to school, they're spending approximately 7 hours a day in school. Then they come at home. They might spend maybe a few hours with their parents, and then they're going to sleep, or their parents going to sleep, or going to work. Then it's going to have to be the school and the programs that educate them on how to on how to thrive, or how to develop themselves, but also how to conduct themselves amongst one another. And they're not teaching them that.
Brother,
it's not designed. Go ahead. But I'm just saying it is not designed.
Okay. I got 3, 4. I got 4 people waiting in line. Mike can come back to you.
So
okay.
Yeah, that's my part right there.
Thank you. 8613. Come on, caller. Thank you for holding. 8613. All right, I'm gonna skip whoever that is.
Yeah, I'm on here. Hello?
Yeah, you are. Yes,
Hello?
you are. Yes, you are. You better. I was just finna skip you.
Oh, okay.
All right, turn that radio down.
No,
Turn that
don't
Facebook
skip
down.
me.
Yeah, turn that Facebook down.
No, that was just the TV.
Okay.
Y'all had to change rooms. I'm sorry about that.
All right.
How you doing?
Wonderful.
Good. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not, because the energy is not right. And when they said one apple spoils it for the whole tree.
Mm-hmm.
So, like people been saying, I've been listening to everybody. And everybody got truth in what they saying. That's the thing about it. Are we listening to each other? Because everybody that came on here said something that was worth a solution. And if we can put all that together, I wonder what would happen. If we wasn't on this dang on social media, I appreciate you for doing this. But if we wasn't on here doing it, why are we on here doing it? Appreciate you for doing this once again. But why are we on here doing this? Why are we not out there in the field? Because watch this. They boots on the damn, excuse me, can I cuss on here? I ain't gonna say
No, no cuss.
They boots on the ground. I'm not gonna cuss. They boots on the ground. So why are we not boots on the ground? The children are boots on the ground.
Hold it, my dear
Maybe they doing it in the wrong way.
Hold it, sister. Hold it. I don't want.
Yeah.
I don't want you to get too far off track, but I want to ask a question. Okay. The question is, why do you think we are silent about last night, the thing that happened last night? You don't see no outrage out. Well, that's what I really want you to answer that. Why do you think that?
Why is there no outrage about? Why is it not enough people responding?
Well, it's 5 people got shot, 1 dead. I think it was a total of 8 people injured. But I'm just saying we had a fatality last night. There's no outcry. I'm talking about amongst us. I'm not worried about whether the media recorded or not and say anything. I'm talking about
I'm crying right now. I just said I don't feel good. I feel something. I feel it.
Okay.
I don't know if you or anybody else feel it. I feel it.
I'm saying.
And guess what?
Go ahead.
And I'm sorry that the young man lost his life, but guess what? This ain't nothing new, sir. That's why. This is called Stockholm syndrome, huh? That's Stockholm syndrome. And I hate to say this, but because I feel it. That's why I called. You can hear it in my voice. Okay? This is my voice, and a lot of people don't like it because they say I speak too loud, I speak too this, I speak too that. But ain't nobody saying nothing. Not enough people. And this is how we talk. This is Black people language anyway. It's authoritative. It's authoritative, and that's why a lot of Black people scared to talk. That's why a lot of people scared to talk, because when Black people talk, there's power in your voice. What's that song? There is power, power. I don't know, you know, the gospel song. It's and voice, and not just our voice. There's power in our.
Hold
There's
it.
power in our mind.
Hold it. Hold it.
Should say this.
Hold it. You breaking up.
I got a crazy. Yeah, go
ma'am.
ahead.
You're breaking up. I don't know what the deal is.
Let me move.
You break it up. Take me off loud, Mike. Just talk straight in the phone. Take me off the speakerphone.
Can you hear me better?
Much better. Much better.
Speaker. Hello.
Yeah, take me off the speakerphone.
Is it? Yeah. I'm sorry. You did say that. But okay, now I have a different perception. It may not be my, but this ain't my way. But this is not my perception. Hold up. See, I'm over talking myself. Now people say children. Now watch this one. You grown at what age? 18. Now what is the law has changed? People be talking about the drinking law 21. Like, should we drink at 21? Now we want to talk about psychology. Oh, a man's brain develops after a woman. So what I'm saying is this: what age should a child be a child, and what age should a grown up be a grown up? Because what do they all say? You know, for us grown ups, I'm 34, and so they say for us grown ups. Me, whoever older than me, but you know, you live life as a child already. Like, don't grow up too fast and be a child and all that. What is a child? Ask yourself that, because you're steady running around calling them kids. They're not kids. A kid is a baby goat. See, when we don't even know the language and linguistics, we're not even talking right, putting spells on each other. They are not kids. A kid is a baby goat. Look in the dictionary.
True. True.
They are children. Children of who? God. Children of God first. So maybe if people can start acting like a child of God, maybe that'll help.
Hey, sister.
And then I want to say,
sister.
Yeah.
You ain't been drinking, have you?
What was that?
You ain't been drinking.
No, I have not.
Okay.
This is how I talk all the time.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
This is how. See now, you want to play with. You want to play with me?
No.
You want to play with me because you don't know who you're talking to. That's our motto.
No. It's not a matter who I just asked a question as a host. That's all. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish talking.
No.
Okay.
This is my spirit, and if I come off as a drunken, I just imagine what they think of Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah. Know your history. That's what I'm trying to say. See, people don't understand a lot of things because you don't read, okay? So if I was drunk, what if a drunk was reading, huh? See, that's what's wrong with the world. You judge people too much. Somebody may can help you, but you do that. Okay, but I can't help save you because I do this and that. Now back to the children. Let's go back to history since I'm so drunk watching. What age were kings and queens? What age were chiefs and tribes? What age were the chiefs? Yeah, you had elders, but it was always the youth too. But I don't think a lot of people know that. What age was Martin Luther King? What age was Jesus? They were young. They might not have been 10, but some of them kings and queens, if you read your history, they were teens. And that's why they come up with this child labor.
Oh, okay.
They come up with child labor because they don't want children running the world no more. They don't want children to run the world.
Okay.
And that's how they used to be.
Okay.
Yeah, she drunk.
Question.
No.
Question.
It's the truth. Read your history. You never read.
Question, young lady. Young lady,
Children
hold
not
it.
supposed to run the world, man.
Hold it. Now, please don't speak out of turn. Please, y'all. Let me just let's go back to the question. Now, are you aware of what happened early this week with the little teenagers beating up the grown woman and her children? Are you aware of that?
I am. I'm on top of everything.
Okay. Now I'm just asking the question now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking
my
you.
Motto, I just want to say my motto is, do you know who you talking to? Do you know who you talking to?
Okay, first of all, listen. I might not recognize the voice. I might know you. I don't know. But I just asked the question. I'm the host. All right. Another question, real quick. I was trying to get you to the real question. I was trying to get you to answer, and you never really gave me the answer of why is no outcry about what happened last night downtown. One person lost their life. I believe 5 to 8 people got hurt or something, shot. So that's the question that I really wanted from you. Then you just went on.
Because we are our own worst enemy. We are our own worst enemy, sir. We are our own worst enemy. We are the enemy to each other. That's why there's no response. You don't get the Amber Alerts on your phone? Who come outside and start looking for a child? I'm not saying that they don't do search parties, but how come we don't come outside when there's a alert on our phone and start looking for the child? Because everybody's too damn, excuse me, everybody is too busy. Ain't no she drunk, I cuss. And cussing is Angela Saxon. So I lay education down on you, so don't play with me. Because I know my stuff.
Okay. All right. Hey.
Now people don't care. They're too distracted. They're distracted. The kids is playing Roblox. The parents is doing whatever. Maybe they at work. Hey, kids is dying in the car because the parents at work and ain't got nobody to watch them. I don't know what type of mind games people playing with themselves.
Okay. All right. Anything else? I'm gonna go to the next caller. Anything else? Young lady? Young lady?
I'm here, sir.
I said anything else? I'm gonna go to the next caller if you're done. Okay. Next caller.
When have we ever responded? I just want to say, what have we ever responded to?
Now you asking me a question, huh? Then we respond to that incident.
No,
I understand, but I'm just okay.
Have we ever responded to?
Now, since you say you be up on everything, now didn't the parents respond to that beating up that happened in the school at that school on the southeast side? Didn't they respond?
Oh, they went for the walk, right?
They responded.
Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, I'm referring
I said
to
the walk, right?
No, not necessarily the walk.
We've been walking since we came out of the desert. We've been walking for 400 years. Hey,
what's your name, young lady?
How much more walking? We need to start running.
Young lady, what's your name?
We need to run.
What's your name?
Big Reese.
Who?
Big Reese.
Big Reese. Okay.
Big Reese.
Okay.
Big Beach.
All right. Okay. Big Reese. Big Reese in the house. Okay.
It's time. I got one last one for you, and I'm going. It ain't time to run. Watch this. It's time to fly.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
It's time for Black people to fly.
Okay. All right. Okay.
What you been drinking?
Stop at 900.
The Holy Ghost. The Holy Ghost.
You drinking?
I got that new Holy Ghost watch. It's gonna be on the store. See that? No, I got the Holy Ghost watch. Okay?
Listen, y'all.
I got that
don't do that.
HG. And
don't do that. Let her
this
talk.
ain't 3D. This is HG.
Big Reese.
I can do that. I'm serious. See, that's money. You think it's funny. You think it's funny, but this is creative idea. See, this what's wrong with the Black community. It don't matter. But if I come out with a liquor tomorrow, I bet you would go sell it. I bet you I'm gonna make some money off the black community. You know, take that, roll it back. Take that. No, you're crazy. Something's wrong with you. I'm talking about making money. You talking about drinking. Ain't that what we do now? He asked what's wrong. It's too many liquor stores in the black community now. How about that?
Right, so stop going
liquor stores right by the school.
Stop going
to them. You went to one
Hey, y'all, I gotta stop it. Stop it right there.
I don't have to listen, sweetie. I don't have to go.
Lord,
I don't have to go to no one else liquor store. Watch this, sweetie. Let me put this on. Have you ever tried some moonshine? Do you know what moonshine?
Hey,
people,
stop it.
People can make their own.
Okay, we're gonna end
People
it right.
can make their own liquor.
Okay.
And then guess what? You want to laugh? Black people the one invented liquor. See, we laughing at it. That's what's wrong with black people. Stop laughing. I just got on my 12-year-old dog. Stop thinking everything is a joke. Stop sitting here playing with me on this phone. You want to play with me in person? No, I am the moon and I am the sun. Hello.
I said shine.
Now I guess you don't know poetry and rhymes. I guess you don't know that neither.
Okay.
I'm just playing with you, lady.
Big Reese.
Yeah, I'm just playing with you. I don't know you.
Big Reese. Okay.
Big Meech.
I know you don't know me. That's why my motto is, do you know who you're talking to?
Okay.
No, I don't. You don't know who you're talking to though. Good night, lady. Good night.
To an educated black woman, because I'm not gonna hold nothing against you and play with you. I'm here to lift you up and encourage you. See, that's what's wrong.
Okay.
I know how to play and laugh. I like to joke, but guess what? I need black people and them black kids to understand that. Go be a scientist. Go be a doctor.
Okay.
Go be a lawyer.
We got more callers.
Because when one of you get shot, who gonna sew you up?
And Big Meech. We got.
Yeah, we hear you.
We got a call. We got 5 callers. We got 5
Big
callers. Okay.
If you want them to wake up, you're going to have to knock at their door.
Okay.
And ain't nobody got the balls to do that.
Okay, that's it, babe. Okay, thank you so much. We got to go to the next caller. 50.
Have a good night.
Good night. 0576. 0576. We got like 4 more callers, yeah.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. This is Pastor Harris again, Dr. Martin Johnson. First of all, I want to say, as stated before, there is a strong spirit in the land. And the outpour, I want to just say it because it seems like everybody is afraid to say it. The reason why there's not a great response after what happened to this 14-year-old young man, because in society eyes, they downtown, they tying up the city, they doing this, they doing that, they bad. Let's just say it. In their eyes, this another gangbanger got killed. And that ain't even got to be the case. You understand? Mm-hmm. We just can't say this young man a gangbanger, but that's why you don't hear fuss about this, Martin.
Mm-hmm.
This is why you don't hear the people. And all these things are going on in other city, countries, and states. Mm-hmm. Only reason why it's such a big deal here, because they don't have a ghetto news. They don't have a crime chaser. Mm-hmm. But they need one, because have y'all not bring us the news, we wouldn't be able to get the news. Because guess what? I live in Oakland, Illinois. And there's things that go on over here that they would never put on the news. Mm-hmm. These folk ain't gonna never tell the truth. Look how they did that Pakistani young man. The police gave him police brutality. And the only reason why that caught the news because his dad and him exposed it. So what I'm saying is, I don't have a problem with people talking about Chicago. You can't talk about Chicago if you ain't lived there and grew up here. And even if you grew up here and you've been gone over 10 to 20 years, you don't know how it is now. And I want to say to the question that the young man brought out about, he said he go to St. Sabina, he have nothing against the church. First of all, I understand what he's saying, he have nothing against the church. Going to church ain't going to help it, but it will. It will. Charity starts at home and spread abroad. Train a child up in the way they should go, they won't depart from it. The school can't give kids that. They're not their parents. We both know
We don't want nobody disciplining our kids in the wrong way. How can we give control to the school to train our kids when we got molesters in the school? We got rapists in the school. We got to tell the truth. We got all these things going on in the school, but I'm going to allow the school, first of all, and we got teachers that they're not certified. Half are working. Let me tell you how I know, because I got 7 of them in my family that just got a degree, but they're not certified with education. But they just got enough credit, so they're going to work in the school, and half of them 19 and 20. So how they gonna teach some 14 and 9-year-olds something? I don't know. They don't know no history themselves. And half of them that's in the school don't have kids, so they don't understand the kid. See, we saying all these things, but the truth of the matter is he just another young black boy got killed. And they won't even tell the truth. That's the way they see it in their eyesight. But can I say something?
Preach, sister.
I don't care what kind of life he had. I don't care what he did on the street. He didn't deserve to die like an animal. And I'm saying this from self-experience. My nephew was 17 years old. He got shot in the head. And I don't say his name, but a lot of people knew him. They called him Fat Drench. I didn't say he was a saint. I didn't say he was perfect, but he still didn't deserve to die in the street like an animal. And this ain't God. This is all the devil. When children's lives get taken like that. The Bible says, I wish above all things that thou prosper and be in good health, even as your soul shall prosper. Then he turned around and said, I wish that none would perish. He sent his only begotten son, Jesus, to the cross to die so that we may die. No, he sent him to the cross to die that we may have life, and that more abundantly. So guess what? You caused it, and God allowed it. Simple as that. You know, I listen to everybody, and everything that people were saying is the truth. But there are some things that it didn't make sense, but it's common sense to know that he's just another 14-year-old black boy, another gangbanger that we got rid of. And that ain't even got to be the case. Don't even mean he a gangbanger. But we know that's the way they think and talk in our society.
Preach, sister.
But
guess what? But guess what? If one child get killed on the street, he's not just that parent child. He belongs to all of us. Where's the old saying, it takes a village to raise children? So guess what? A lot of these young people, you may see them downtown and you say, I ain't gonna say none of them, they'll cuss me out. Okay, they'll cuss you out. But guess what? You sit up there and you say a whole lot of things behind closed doors. But who's going to get up and stand up to the job of telling them, listen, I know you may be angry right now, but that's not the way to go. Your one word may help them. Although they may get smart, but that one word may take rooting ground in their spirit and help them. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying, your one word may help them. Some kids looking for love, they don't have that. And I'm not talking against nobody religious or none of that. The Black Panther can't teach our kids anything. They can't teach our kids nothing. Because half of them ain't been through nothing. If you ain't never been through nothing, you can't show us how to get to something. The truth of the matter is, kids need structure, and it starts at home. We go back to the home front. Charity starts at home and spread abroad. It's not the teacher. It is not her duty to raise your children. Because half of us know we don't want folks to say anything to our children. Half of us know, some of us, we don't want them saying nothing to our children. And if the teacher says something to our children, we ain't going to come up there and hear the story. We going to take our children's side. And guess what? When kids know they can get away with stuff, they'll do it because they like trouble. When they know the parents believe everything they say, they keep going with it. Why? Because you believe everything they say. Instead of asking, listen, I want to come up here and have a parent conference. This is how you deal with things. This is how you get to the root of the problem. You just can't go up there and go off on the teacher. You need to know the truth. Because we know we grown people. Sometimes we don't tell the truth. And that's all I'm saying. This is no argument. We ain't getting nowhere arguing with disagreements and all that, but let's tell the truth. It is not an outrage, Martin, because in their eyesight, it's just another young boy that got killed. But he still had a family. They loved him like we love our kids. And guess what? We could be at the mall anywhere and end up dead. So he could have been one of those kids was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Simple as that.
Old
I'm
time.
done.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Evangelist. Old Timer, what did you want to say real quick?
Well, I mean, why can't we just accept the fact that a lot of times we just get off course? I mean, this stuff has been happening, man, and this stuff about it take a village and all this. That's a lot of black talk. That's all it is. It takes a village to raise the people. You don't hear white people say, I mean, you know somebody say my love. But every time you look around, black people come up with some kind of saying that really ain't much to do about nothing. Because it's really not something that we want. See, if we want to go downtown, because it really ain't nothing for us to do down there. But we want to go down there because we don't want to inculcate all of these different programs down there. I told you this before. If you start these things, you got to build these things up. And these things have to keep going. They have to have life. They have to have life to them. Black people and white people are different. White people have whatever they have, and if it's their program, they really want it to stay their program. Black people really don't want to get involved in a lot of different things.
Okay.
We just want the status quo. Wait a minute, hold on for a second. Come home, go outside, gather with our friends. That's all we want. We don't want all of this other stuff. And hey, if it means that we're going to start some mayhem and trouble, hey, I'm all with it. And we already know that. Why we want to get on the phone and try to make like people don't like us? People don't like us. They don't want us marrying each other. They don't want us, man. Why can't we just
tell
accept
the truth and shame the devil?
So why do you know these people, when the winter time comes, the white folk run out there in the water in Lake Michigan, raise millions of dollars. When the time to come for the marathon, they run out there. When they had the shy get around to raise food, the white people, black people only help black people. Black people don't help nobody else. Black people don't help nobody else. They're only in it for black people. What we can get out of.
Old timer.
You can say I'm wrong. That ain't true. But that ain't true.
Old timer.
That's not true. Is there, Martin. Hold on a second. White people give y'all
too much credit, bro.
And they give y'all sales. Well, that's okay. White people give y'all sales.
Okay.
And stuff be like $2 and $3.
Now,
I'll go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a quick question, real quick, and we're gonna end all this white and black talk. Why you don't go to no white church then? They do everything right.
Right.
So,
come on, answer that question for me. Okay.
Answer that. Because traditionally, I got the blackism in me.
Okay.
I live around white people.
Hold it down.
Let him finish.
Come on.
I got the blackism in. I got the blackism in me from a child. I was raised in the black neighborhood. I was raised in a neighborhood. They call it nigger town in New Orleans. That's what they call it. I was raised in that neighborhood. I've been around black people all my life. And let me tell you something. Black people, brother, will run you around the block, and when you get done running, you ain't gonna have nothing to show for it. Now you can say what you want. Now we ain't gonna have nothing. We don't even have a good sit-down restaurant that we can take our families to because it's not something that we want to do. It's not something that we want to do.
Old time. You tap dance.
I didn't say we didn't have none.
Old time.
We don't have enough.
Old time, you tap dancing now. Now, again.
I'm not tap dancing.
Answer the question. Why don't you attend a white congregation? I mean, you always speak highly of these people.
I was raised in Kansas.
But hold on. But you were still raised. But you always talking down on black people.
But you grown now.
Yeah, you grown now.
I go to a black congregation.
You don't have
I
to.
go to a black congregation. Always. I've never been.
You grown now. You can make your own decision.
Okay, but let me make this clear to you. I've never been involved with white people to the core. I've never had a white girlfriend. I've never had a Hispanic girlfriend. I always had somebody that was black. So I'm just trying to tell you. I'm just trying to tell you about me. Now, do they
telling the truth? You ain't never had no white woman. You ain't never had no white woman.
Hold it.
No.
Hold it, y'all. Hold it.
No.
Hold it, old timer. 206.
Not interested in that.
Hold it. 206. Come on, man. What you had a question? You
Yes,
talking.
sir.
206, real quick. You had a question.
Man, old time after everything old timer been talking about for the last few months. Old timer, you need to tell me you ain't shoveled no snow, never, no snow. You. Old timer talking now. Come on,
brother. I done told you.
Right.
You ain't had no Latina cheeks, brother.
No.
So old timer. How do you know they don't like you then? How you know that they don't want to date their dog?
Because I know. Okay, I know that I work with them. I worked in one place for 47 years ago. 47 years before I retired, and it's just nothing that's attracted to me, and I'm not attracted to them. Now I didn't say they didn't look nice, but I don't put them in front of black people. No, I ain't never dated a white woman. No, enough. Brother, I done told you, I ain't never did it. They got enough black women that I've been involved with. I mean, they got black women that I've been involved with all my life. So I don't need to have no white woman.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So there's a lot of things that we not in ice skating. White people in ice skating.
Okay.
We not in the horse race.
Okay.
White people in the horse race.
Old time.
We not in the ball.
Where are you
White
trying to
people
go
in
with
the-
this? Tell me. Are you telling me that white people are hold
We
it?
don't have enough to do.
Hold,
We don't
so
have
what?
enough to do to keep us busy.
So what?
We don't have enough to do to keep us. Okay, what else we gonna do then?
Okay.
Except for crowd up around one another.
Old timer. And I want you to be honest with me. When you out with your wife, and you go in some of these convenience stores, what type of music you hear these white folks playing?
But they play all kinds.
Ask my question. What mostly do you hear? Black folks music. They playing our music. Yeah. They playing our music. Yeah. They playing our music.
Some of them.
Yeah. No, most of them. I ain't know some of them. Most of them.
Bro, I'm trying to go with what the people saying on the line. We doing more covering up our people, and the thing of it is that we just got to live from day to day. Now, I mean, if we can flourish,
you act like old time.
There got to be something to keep us happy.
Old time. You act like we can't make it without the white folks. Is that what you telling me?
I don't see what I'm saying. Okay,
you act like we can't make it without the white
folks. Right there, Martin.
That's what you sound like. And if we don't do it like the white people, it ain't right. Is that what you saying? Is that what you saying? Tell me. I'm hearing you right.
Brother, okay, what I'm saying is, brother, from the mayhem,
we out of slavery, man of God. You say you're a man of God. We out of slavery. Slavery ain't around. Listen, slavery ain't around our legs no more. They didn't put it around the brain. But the devil is a lie.
Bruh, look, we got a chance to make this right thing. We got a chance to make the thing right. But it has to be up to us to what we want to do. It has to be up to us. So you got a lot of black people. You got a lot of black people in Chicago, so you're gonna have some black things. See, but the white folk got more than what we got, and they got it generates a lot of money, and that's what this whole thing is gonna have to be down to where what we want to do with our community. And our community, hey, as long as you got some barbecue and a little stuff, we all right. We not concerned.
Okay.
Oh man, come on, man. Look, you see all this stuff down in the water.
Oh,
go ahead.
Man of God, that ain't true.
We live in a 5-bedroom house in Oakland, Illinois.
Okay.
The white lady next door lives in a 3-bedroom.
We don't run it down, brother.
Okay.
We don't run it down.
All right, y'all.
We know we don't run the.
Let's go to the
than
next
that.
caller. Next caller. Come on. We got
Okay.
next caller. Come on, Buck. Come on, Buck. I
Our
think that's Buck.
neighborhoods don't run no Oakland.
Buck, come on, Buck. 6650. 6650.
Oh, wow.
Come on, Buck.
That's the duck hills over with. Every time I think of Lincoln Perry, that's why I think of old timer talking about. That's why I flush his picture down the toilet. If you know who Lincoln Perry is, you can look him up. That's exactly who old timer remind me of, Lincoln Perry, with that self-hatred and black rhetoric he's spinning. But here goes something that I want to touch on that makes some sense. First of all, it's selective outrage in our community because we have a lot of, like you said, the issues that we had with the school, that was the grammar school kids. They was mad about them jumping an adult. But the principal could have nipped that in the bud a long time ago if it was an ongoing situation. The reason why a lot of our black people won't say nothing about these kids acting up, number one, for all the black haters on this line or anywhere else, we don't manufacture guns or drugs, black people, and somehow they get in our community in the hands of young brothers. So whatever action happened, they are afraid of these boys. And they're afraid to bring smoke to them because afraid they could be next. The police are not investigating our crimes.
Yeah.
There's no real crime. There's no real justice for black people getting killed in America. If a person kills somebody like that the other night, they're not going to investigate that. It's just another homicide that's going to be an unsolved mystery. And the fact of the matter would make it so sad that so many people don't give a damn. It's what's happening. They don't give a damn. I'm right in Chicago. And I remember a time in the 70s, and I walked with real street kings and chiefs out here, and they wouldn't go downtown because they bring too much attention to them in the 70s and 80s. Now you're looking at kids doing it for attention. They do this to be seen, to be heard. They want to be like, all everybody do is be videographers. They taking pictures. Ain't nobody doing nothing. When you at that lab at the school, everybody taking pictures. Ain't nobody finna do nothing really to talk about it. They scared of these kids, these shooters. They ain't gonna look them in the eye if they see them in the street. Old timer gonna see them and walk across the other side of the street because he afraid of these boys. When you're afraid of young people, it's a problem.
And shame.
You gotta be the man out here. If you got to be a man. You got to stand up on your
right. That's right.
You got to grab him and talk to him and try to give him what you got. If you got some positive in you, got to share it with him. Now, if you hate your people, then be real with that. Stay away from them. Go move out to Idaho or go up there to Iowa, somewhere where you can live with white people and you can kiss the white Jesus picture on your wall. But if you're a real brother, and I know brothers in Chicago, we didn't go downtown back in the day. Now, everybody, it wasn't like the 10, 15 years ago, when it's normalized, when people like to go down there, they wouldn't even let us go downtown in numbers. They would have the police on us before 5 brothers, we'd be locked up in a car, walking down the street. Yes, Rush Street. You couldn't even go down there. Me and my nephew, we were trying to go down there, and there was some white women, they wouldn't even let us up in the door. So this is something different. I'm talking about late 80s, early 90s. It ain't happening. So they allow these kids come out here, and they looking for all this social media stuff. And the real thing about it is, being in Chicago, it's poverty out here. They ain't got no jobs. They ain't got really nobody to really just pull them by the coat and say, listen, we don't got no social programs. All they got is social media, a fantasy world they living in and believing in it. This means something. People doing lives. Oh, wow, I'm on live. So, and, as far as on the street type level, they showing them I'm eating food. I'm at a restaurant. And all this stuff, and then most of the so-called ops is looking to destroy whatever they trying to build up. So we got a self-hatred thing in our community. It's always been. I hear Mr. Old-Timer Grander like putting these white people like they died. They ain't never been no slaves. We've been slaves, and we still slaves in the man. Come on, putting them on a pedestal, and you putting your own people down and looking up at the white Jesus, kicking his damn out. Jesus was never white. You got a white man living a white life in a white world. You might as well watch Andy Griffin all damn day because you ain't got no sensibility about being a brother in America. Because right off the top,
you can say what you want, brother.
I'm telling you right here, if I knew you personally, I can tell you right off the top, brother, you talking about being a man of God. You don't judge nobody. You got to pray for people, even if you don't like them. And you sit up here criticizing every damn body I hear talking about. You don't never give nobody no credit. You put everybody down. You yourself, I guarantee you. You sit up there thinking that everybody is everything. You like the dictionary of Malcolm X. Everything black is negative and everything white is white. You've got your mind already compressed to think that way. And anybody that's a self-hater, God bless them. But first of all, I'm going to be for my people all the way, all day. And I'm around black people all day, every day, and I prefer to do that. You say we don't got sit-down restaurants, you must don't come to the hood much. We got black restaurants all over the city and places, out by the lakefront and everywhere else. So if you want to be around black people, if you choose to do it, you got a choice. Everything in your life is choices. The kids is out here, the parents can't be around them 24 hours a day. But the problem is they're not giving them enough to walk out in this world to walk around and try to be safe and be sensible and act right. You got, first of all, as I was a kid, you got to know who you be around. Watch your surroundings. If you got people that ain't around you that's no good, you got to get the hell away from them. Everybody ain't your friend. You might smile in your face and hope for your worst thing to happen to you. So even whatever color they is, you got to separate yourself from who loves you and who hates you. And if you don't believe it, you don't know that the difference of that, that's a problem. But kids don't know these things. And the parents ain't really got to showing them how to move around in this world. Everything is superficial out here. Ain't no shot about nothing like that. But as far as I say, we got to come to a point where we get to understand and be soft. I don't have nothing against you, brother, old time, but come on, man. You can't always be like that. It's about reality. You got to look where we come from. We was pushed in this world, took stripped from our culture, our language, and everything we believe in spiritually, and forced to believe in everything they want us to believe. We are brainwashed from the day one since we hit the soil, some more than others. I got family that fought in wars and killers and stuff, and for the government. And I had an uncle who was in there killing people in World War I, and they were trying to travel to him to become Jehovah's Witness. And I said, he told me, man, listen, man, I've been brainwashed before. I ain't falling for that stuff. See, brainwashing is brainwashing. Sometimes you are sick when, like the slave would tell the master, we believe we sick for the master, but we don't even believe in ourselves because we worried about them more than we worry about ourselves. So I'm going to leave it at this. I'm going to say the best thing, the problem is the people scared of these kids. They're scared. And you see kids in the store in the gas, look them in the eye and say, good morning, speak to these kids and try to give them some encouragement, especially black men out here, especially in Chicago. Because when you sit there and disconnect from these young brothers, they already go feel like, I can reach to 30 years old about that thing, and I'm in my 60s. But when you get to like these teenagers, they might not be able to reach them all the time. But anybody from 30 and up, I'm always to connect with brothers and sisters. So it's about we trying to be a family, we trying to be a village, and trying to be united. When we talking against each other, it's like pulling a tug of war. We pulling against each other instead of pulling on the right side. So I'm gonna leave it there. God bless everybody.
Hey, can I say one thing?
No, bro, please. Make it 1 minute, man. 1 minute.
It ain't even gonna take that. It ain't gonna take that. I think it's so interesting that we ending the week off with this, and the fact that Kanika Jenkins' mom on Facebook talking about how she got paid to not say nothing about her daughter no more, and she kind of going through it. And I just kind of find that a little interesting. I just wanted to say that. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you. Cool. 0518. 0518. Come on, caller. Thank you for waiting.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna answer your question that you kept answering, Mark, but I want to make these few statements.
You just said something, man. Go ahead. You just said something. Let me go to the next caller. Let me get these callers. Did you just say something?
No, this is my first time you calling on me.
Okay, go ahead.
To me?
Go ahead. I thought that was you just talking.
This is your first time calling me. You just called my number.
I know, but I'm just saying. Then you've been on. Okay.
Oh no, that was the other guy. Yeah, I've been on hold.
Okay,
yeah,
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Old time, I want to address that. Old time, I think words, ain't no think. I know words say create and destroy. You know what I'm saying? Also, names shape people. You know what I'm saying? He calling them old timers, so he's stuck in the old time of a mind. Things done changed. You know what I'm saying? So he see things from a whole different element because he ain't moved forward. He more like Lazarus. You know, y'all keep saying he a minister, but I don't hear him saying no scriptures over these months. You know what I'm saying? So he more like Lazarus. You know, Lazarus gets up. Martha say that Lazarus was sick, talking about sick in the mind. That's why Jesus say, let me go down to the grave. The grave is the city that we may raise him. So we got to raise up our people. You know what I'm saying? So what that woman said that y'all joking about her being drunk or whatever, she said a powerful thing. She say, and I said that down in City Hall. It's children, not kids. Kids are baby goats. You know what I'm saying? Look up your research. Read. Look up these words y'all use. Words can do three things. They can save, create, and destroy. And the school system, what that brother said, the school system, that's still, he's saying we got to go into the schools. They got to change the curriculum. They not going to change it. That's their system. So it's a contradiction what that man was saying for us, the school system. Now, to answer your question, Martin, about why ain't no outrage, you know why there ain't no outrage? They're looking at one side of the thing. It ain't no outrage because it's still hatred towards each other. People going up to that school, etc., that was a chance to show hate towards some more children. That's all they've been going, the threats, etc., people standing in their yards, etc., that hate. That's hate. Why ain't none of them groups come and check them brothers that standing in the yard with the gun? You know what I'm saying? It's hate. Look past, oh, she getting this, she getting some help, wraparound service, whatever that is. But for the most part, it's still a self-hatred. That's why it's so easy for a person to march up there like they on something. Them people, y'all ain't want no nothing doing that. Y'all cause more harm to others, to the children that was victims as well. They victims as well. You see what I'm saying? That's why I said last time, man, we got to learn how to start loving each other. We got to know how to think better. We got to know how to treat each other better. We got to know how to speak better. And like the lady said, you got to understand the language. You can't get one thing, one attention because someone being victimized, you know, and it's been going on for years. Is y'all watching Twitter? It's plenty of parents that done got jumped by children, by teenagers, by the youth, etc.
Tell the truth.
This ain't nothing new. That people using this. People using this as a chance to gain clout, like whoever that person that was a politician out there, the young dude speaking, and I went in there and I saw this from the children. We don't know that. You come outside, we don't know what's went on up in there. You know what I'm saying? Our people just being fools on all levels. And a lot of this stuff is going on, man, they ain't doing nothing but measuring the intelligence and the integrity and the moral standard of our people. That's all them Europeans doing. You know, we got to change. And then a lot of these women up there talking about no man standing up and shit like, excuse me, like ain't no men standing up and things like that. It is men and good fathers out here. Y'all ain't even giving us a chance. Y'all ain't giving these men no chance. So why should they stand up and fight for a law? Well, why would they stand up and fight for a law? Oh, man, it's mothers. It's mainly mothers that's teaching hate to the children about fathers. That's a battle in itself.
Yeah, you got that right. I agree with you there.
That's a battle in itself. And then you can't expect no school and not education start at home. Everybody keeps saying that. Education start at home. Yeah, we got to teach at home. What do that look like, though? It's a process in everything. It's a process in everything. What does that look like? Teaching in the homes. A lot of these people, yeah, they can teach in the home, but when their homes are nasty, the mama smoking, dad is drinking, this and that stuff, children ain't doing up imitating what they see. Man comprehend the inner life by what we see and do. Just like when we coming up in the 80s and we seeing the drug dealers and things like that, the nice cars, etc., and things that we want to do as youth. So it rolls over to the 90s, then rolls over to the 2000s. All this stuff in the process. It's leaders out there, and y'all won't even get behind them. Man, I was down there City Hall speaking up for the people. Ain't nobody get behind me, but they showing these knucklehead other people out there. And I ain't gonna even get into their names because it's entertainment. It's misguiding.
Okay.
So our people need to wake up and stop dealing in foolishness. I can get me a show and all that stuff, man. People ain't gonna go back, and people ain't trying to hear no truth. For the most part, they like to hear things that's in the resemblance of truth, the reflection of truth, but not the actual truth. Have some race pride too.
All right, bro. I appreciate you. 8844. 8844. Actually,
Hey, Mark.
Hey, go ahead, brother. I should have called your first 3 digits. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
Oh, I got you. Thanks for having me. This is Tyler. Hey, buddy. Coming at you from a white devil's perspective. I got blue eyes too, so I'm like the worst kind. But I'm actually somewhat of an ally. But I think Chicago is just caught in a conundrum, bro. That like I don't think it's necessarily the devil's after the city of Chicago. I think the people are using Chicago. Now I'm talking nationwide. The left pretends things aren't happening, and the right exploits the things that do happen. And in the end, you got a lot of people that stacked up on top of each other. It's have really about 40 years of bad economic times. I'm 51, you know. So, you know, it's from a grown-up perspective. And times is hard out there. And one man touched on it about the poverty. It's no different than Appalachia, where my mom's people's from, and it's bad. The coal mine is closed. The jobs are gone. The lack of opportunities there, and the people show it in their faces, and their hope is gone. And when you take that away from the people, it's hard to come out of that. And I think Chicagoans, because I listen to y'all, and y'all are being maybe too hard on yourselves. You're fighting an uphill battle, and you've been fighting it for so many years. And I can hear the frustration. I can feel that frustration because it's hard out here all over the place. But I really think that the main thing is that y'all been replaced in Chicago, and it's just almost too late.
Yep.
And the people are just waking up to it. It's so unfortunate. I mean, we don't have Isaiah Thomas Way. You know, we don't have a Muddy Waters Expressway. You know, I mean, it's just nobody even knows the history or, you know, just the struggle of the people of Chicago. Most of y'all, you know, come from country roots out of Arkansas, Mississippi, you know, West Tennessee. And it's really sad that the country uses y'all and exploits y'all. So don't think every white person's out there is against y'all, man. I mean, it don't get much more American than that. And me as a hillbilly, I don't know what's more American than a black man, especially from the South. You know, I don't know how you can get much more American than that. So I think we're owed the most and given the least. So we just got to, you know, keep it moving and stay positive. You know, some of us, you know, go back to our Jesus roots, but it's hard to be into Jesus when you're young, you know. You got to cut these kids a little bit of slack. Look what they're dealing with. So peer pressure is real. God rest this young man, you know. I mean, as far as those kids go, that's kind of nothing new. I won't see that happens every day, but that does happen. That happened right here in my little town in Ohio with like a 14, 15-year-old brother, you know, wanted to fight a grown man 15 years ago. So y'all ain't the only ones going through it, so don't be too hard on yourselves. And I'm going to pray for Chicago. I want to see Chicago great again. And I want to see black folks be the ones to do it. So.
All right. Appreciate you on that. Next caller, 281.
Yeah.
Martin, how you doing tonight, man? Great show.
Thank you, sir.
Another good topic. I'm gonna tap on the topic for a second. A lot of people made a great analogy about this topic. However, it's the same thing, though. It's what we've been saying for years. You know, when people see a young man like that get killed, they're seeing just another Black person get killed in Chicago, or the nation may be looking at it. Not everybody as a whole, but a lot of people are looking at it that way. I want to ask this question.
Yeah, that
please,
part.
Jimmy, don't beat me up for this, please, dog. I mean, I don't mean no harm to nobody on the show. I respect every man, every woman. But where is our parents? When you got a kid under the age of 17 and you don't see that kid for 15 minutes, that's a problem. That's a problem. You know, especially if you don't have a male figure in the house or a woman figure in the house, or just say the kid don't have a parent and the grandparent is taking care of the kid, or the uncle is taking care of the kid, whoever. You need to know where that kid is at all times. It's your responsibility to be responsible, because when we do things and we get caught, and how horrific it may be, they use us to set examples, to make examples. That's just what it is. We need more police in the school. Forgive me if I'm ignorant and don't know that there's a lot of cops in the school. I don't know. I ain't lived in Chicago in years. I don't know. We need money for that. We need policemen in the school. We need money to feed these kids, because most of these kids come to school with no meal at all. They look forward to a breakfast and a lunch at school. That's all they eat. They can't learn if they on an empty stomach. We need more money for education. You know, this whole thing that's going on right now is so messed up. And like a couple of callers said before I came in, they letting everything kind of fall by the wayside. Either you get in where you fit in, or you got to go. Now, everybody ain't prepared to leave America. Some people can't leave this place. But they've given us an option. It's an ugly option. Either you can shut up and deal with what's going on here and get what we give you, which is not enough, or we're going to leave. Lastly, and I'm going to land the plane, I am so angry at our disconnection that we have amongst ourselves. G. Red called me out on the phone one day after you had a show. He said, "Man, why you keep saying Black folks are socially disconnected? What are you going with this? What do you mean?" If I listen to my brother Martin on the show, and he say something that's prominent, that makes sense, and I disagree with it, that's a social disconnection. If we sit in our windows and watch a group of kids chase an adult down the street, we watch them, we have a social disconnection. I'm just appalled at everything. I think that we all need to pull together, take a breath, pull together, and give these people the opportunity. That's the people that's running government, our Black leaders, our churches. Let's rally behind them the same way we rallied when that lady got beat up. Let's rally behind that. And I land my plane. Thank you, Martin.
No problem. Be Red. Come on, brother. My brother. I see you, Marcus. Be Red. Come on. While he coming, people, let me just say this real quick. We need to start, all my Facebook detectives, you see this sign up here. This is the thing that let the young people know that they was having a takeover right here. And we need to really find out who is developing these takeover flyers. It could be, it could come from anybody. I'm serious, 206, because You know, black people, I hate to say it, but we are trending. We catch on to trends so quick. You know, that's what we do. We have the same hairstyle. We have the same sagging jeans, the same white T-shirts, and, you know, all hoodies, face covering. It's just a trend. We follow these trends. And this is very well might be a trend right here. And we don't know who's behind making these flyers. Maybe we need to find out where they're coming from. Mr. P. Red, come on, you're there now. 214. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
That's why I don't like using my phone. I'm there. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, I was going to address this flyer. I was going to address the flyer.
Go ahead. You still can. You still can. You still can.
And, you know, we know law enforcement look at everything on social media. We all do it. And we could see this flyer with 2,033 responders to it, and this young lady picture of her. When they got to Millennium Park at 5 p.m., that place should have been crawling with police. I mean, police everywhere. Made them uncomfortable to not, man, I'm going to go home. I ain't going to sit up here and all these police up there. That would have been so easy to do. That prevented it. All they had to do was be there. They didn't have to do anything. They didn't have to say nothing to nobody. Could have just sat in their cars in the warm and listened to the radio. But they allowed this kind of nonsense to go on. And, you know, you want to say, well, let's start holding the people who put these kind of things together responsible. That you holding a public, you holding a private event in a public park without the permits, the insurance, and etc. Let's start going after these people. Maybe they'll stop doing this kind of nonsense. But this here person, I can't really see this young lady's face, but she looks like she's underage. And like I said to you in the comments, I wish my 14-year-old would be out anywhere after 11 o'clock at night. You ain't got to worry about the police. You got to worry about the ambulance. Because we're going to have a problem when you get back to this house. And that's, you know, that's kind of goes back to the thing with the other kids that jumped on the lane we've been talking about all week. And this is how we end this week. The death of a 14-year-old. Like I told you the other day, while me and you was talking, almost every female that you interviewed who had kids going to that school couldn't hold an adult conversation. They talk like they all talking crazy, cursing, using profane language. This is, you know, when they ain't no better than the kids that was out there doing the crime. These are the households that they go to. These are the households they go to. All of them got kids. And they just up there, they talk crazy like that in public, around other folks, grown folks. You know, it used to be a time we didn't cuss around children and women. Now the women are cussing to me. I'm just like, this everything is bad backwards. But now I'm going to address that other situation. And I told my mother this and my grandmother this. These are devout Christians. I call them saints. Ain't no wrong in them. And I told you this other day, man, you talk. Don't count on white people to believe in God, because they do not. They don't. If I walked the crucifix of a black Jesus into church on an Easter Sunday at the largest white churches anywhere in this country and told them to bend the knee, this is who your Jesus really is, they'll clear that bill. They will clear that bill. They will not bend the knee to a black creator. They will not bend the knee to a black savior. That's facts. That's why they painted him a white man, because a white man will never follow a black man. Ever. So when they're going to talk about how they Christians and every last one of them going to burn. Every last one of them leave it. They believe in money, and they believe in power, and they believe in control. And they'll do it in the most evil, diabolical ways. They'll kill folks and do things to people that we couldn't even imagine. Don't you know it wouldn't even be gynecological science if they had to destroy black women trying to figure it out. Cutting women open. Cutting them open. So every time you go to the gynecologist, I want you to think about the 14 and 15-year-old girls back in the early 1900s. They were slicing the pieces to try to figure out female science, female biology. Don't you know they got a statue of that Joker in Central Park, New York City. They got a statue of that Joker who was slaughtering black girls to figure out female biology. And that's facts. They don't believe in God. And if you love them so much, they ought to be running shit. They had a 400 years of stealing from us and holding us down while you did it. They ought to be on top. I know I would if I had a Joker down for 400 years and stole everything he had and at gunpoint made him deal everything that I have now. We don't need them. From day one, they needed us. And if we left this Joker, every last one of them would die. They can't survive here without us. And that's facts. I land the plane, Martin.
Thank
you. Go ahead with your
Marcus, you're my last caller. Marcus, you're my last caller.
Okay, Martin. Martin, I'm going to read something that a young person that I know wrote. I'm not going to give his name, but I'm going to read it. He wrote, y'all ask whether parents, when how the system is messed up with working. Kids going to school, what does that do? Take the bond away from family. And the kids got no choice but to be raised by the schools and government. Is the government to blame? No. We talked earlier. You said that I just joined your show, so I don't know if anybody came on here and blamed Trump. You can't blame Trump. You can't blame Brandon. You can't blame the chief of police. You got to blame it on the young people themselves. They know by now what these teen trans do. Every time they have a teen trans, somebody gets shot or get hurt or there's arrest made. And they know that by now. Why do they attend it? I don't have all the answers. But what I do know is that we got to come together as a people, just like we came together at that school and in the defense of that young lady. We got to come together the same way when we see these teen trends taking place. Now, today they had the Lights Festival downtown, and they had plenty of police. What I will say is this happened after the Christmas tree lighting, hours after the Christmas tree lighting from what I'm reading, and it happened on Dearborn and Adams. By that time, that's a side street. That's over at a federal building, and even though it's by the federal building, they didn't probably deploy enough police officers over in that area. What happens is the police might have made those kids get off of Michigan, and they scattered, and they went down the side streets. And that's where the trouble
Tell the truth
goes down.
and shame the devil.
So I've covered the tree lighting, covered it last year, didn't cover it this year, and I've seen it with my own eyes how the police try to disperse them, try to force them on the train, but they scatter. And then, the police is kind of reluctant because of what the police has been going through with putting their hands on black kids. They've been accused of being racist, racially profiling, not saying that they don't do it, but they're kind of reluctant because they don't want to lose their jobs. They don't want to be in the media. And so they lenient with these kids and they let them linger, not trying to provoke them. So they let them linger. I'm trying to explain this the best way I know how to. Those kids were on streets that didn't have enough police officers. Had there been enough police officers deployed and it was hours after the tree lighting, that's how that happened.
No. Mark.
What have we learned? What have we learned? We need more police officers to make sure those kids are out of that area.
Yeah, hold it, Marcus. Go ahead, Mama House.
No, baby. What I was saying to you, Martin, I called you last night when we hung up, and I said to you, Channel 7 had just come on, and they said that they was up there doing the news, and they heard the shooting at their windows. They heard the gunshots. So what he's talking about it, I don't know, but I do know that they said that they had just lit the tree when that little 14-year-old got shot. You remember I called you last night and told you to turn Martin because we had just got off the phone from talking. So what he's talking about, I don't know over there, but I do know that Channel 7 said that they had heard the gunshot, the shooting. So that's all, but I do know how people are. And our people, we perish for a lack of knowledge. Because when you're giving out information, make sure you're giving it out right and correctly. Because see, everybody, if it ain't Facebook or Twitter or whatever it is, somebody gonna have it wrong unless you know the family or what really, really happened. The news sometimes even give it out wrong, But the thing about it is just don't speculate. That's all. That's all I got to say. I was just listening to everybody.
Well, can I say this? I work for a newspaper, and we hold up. We don't just go on Facebook. We go by the police. And
either no longer being recorded.
Either the police gave us the wrong information, but that happened on Dearborn and Adams. That's a side street that's away from Millennium Park. Those kids scatter and they linger. So I'm not just going on no Facebook. I'm going on what the Chicago police told our news organization. Now maybe they told us wrong.
Okay, I didn't say.
So I'm just letting you know. I don't just do the Facebook thing. It's a lot of mixed stories out here that's going on Facebook. Some people didn't believe he was 14.
That's
but
correct.
He was 14. And he hung out at the front.
Y'all both is right. It was two separate shootings. Y'all both are right. It was three separate shootings. There was one outside of the news, right after a little bit after the light.
Late.
Right. Right. And that's where one happened at, and then there's another one happened down on Dearborn. Y'all both are right. The thing is, Martin, let me say this with some flight information. Our people were so disconnected with each other.
Yes.
And so caught up on as y'all say, trends and the internet and things like that, etc., that we don't know who putting those flyers out. Just like I said about a year ago, we don't even know who actually doing these shootings in the neighborhood. It can be a whole other nationality. You know what I'm saying? But we not connected with each other. We're not connected on the streets. We're not connected in the church, temple, mosque, wherever you go. We're not connected in the schools. We're not connected in the homes. We're not connected. Our bond for each other is gone down the toilet. So anybody can infiltrate, etc. You can get COINTELPRO people be on this call. We got to connect.
Okay.
Yeah, one of them just called.
Yes.
What'd you say, 206?
Yeah.
I think one of them just called and was talking a few minutes ago, but I ain't going no further than that.
Okay.
Brother Martin?
Oh Lord, go ahead, old timer.
Oh. Well, I mean, the one brother that said something about the scripture, me not quoting the scripture. I haven't been quoting the scripture since you started the show, because most of the time it's about social issues, and a lot of people, I can tell now. I know y'all gonna judge on this one. I can tell by the way that a lot of them get on here and use profanity that they don't want to hear them on the church. Because if you really is a true believer in Christ, you wouldn't be letting no profanity come out of your mouth. You see, but some people, the ego just somebody say, "Wow," you know what I'm saying? See, people always want to have a backlash when you try to tell the truth. Now, you have asked people not to get on here and curse. They get on here and curse anyway. And then they won't try to make it seem, so that don't have a cause and effect. I told you that my father used to tell me to put out the cigarette. And I call myself, when he's not looking, to try to puff out the cigarette. So, look, if it's wrong for me to smoke, then why are you smoking? So we have to lead by an example. And we have to lead by example. And true enough, we all know that we don't have the black faith is given up by the older black people. Some people say, I done marched already. I ain't getting back out there. It's the young folk turn nowadays. And the young folk ain't got nobody to back them up with a substantive issue that's going to make a difference, because they're not going to tell you not to ride that bus. They're not going to tell you not to get
old timer. When are you going to take the bull? When are you going to take a bullhorn and walk down State Street and say everything you just said? When are you going to do that? Mama Boys asked you to donate $100 a Martin, and you couldn't even do that.
Well, what I'm saying is, brother, right. What I'm saying is, they have notable people. They have notable people that got a large voice in Chicago. Notable people: Reverend Jackson, Reverend Farrakhan,
Reverend Jackson,
all of the big preachers, all the big preachers that's out there. Reverend Slater. Get out there and get a whole lot of
Let me address something real quick for the people. Let me address this to you, Mr. Oldtimer. With all due respect, yeah, I cuss. And if a person listen to what I said, and when I cuss, you can rewind it, replay his video a million times. Yeah, I cuss because I got.
I was talking about the brother said. I wasn't talking about the scripture. I didn't want to bring the scripture.
I'm going to the scriptures too, but you pointing out my fault. Yeah, I cuss, and I
didn't know. I was talking about anybody.
Man, no. Excuse me, sir. That's what I'm saying. But see, you people want to point out cussing and stuff, but if I cuss you out now for over talking to me, y'all say I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? No,
I don't want you to lose. I don't want you to lose my point of what I'm saying.
If I tell you to be quiet, you're going to say I'm wrong. Go ahead and talk, man. Go ahead and say what you're going to say. Please, host Martin Johnson, please give me a chance to address him, please.
I will.
I'm going to let him talk and say what he want to say.
I will give you that chance. Come on, y'all. I'm getting sleepy. Come on. Come on, Oldtimer. Oldtimer. My brother, go ahead, address what he said. He
Okay. Well, the brother.
Go ahead, Oldtimer.
Okay. The reason why. Oh, he gonna go.
Oldtimer, are you gonna say anything?
Yeah, he ain't seen. He ain't seen. He's one of them.
Come on, Oldtimer.
Go ahead. You keep the talking.
Okay,
go ahead.
all right. The brother that referred to the step and fetch it comment, man, come on now. I told you, I've been dealing with the black side all my life. Now, look, they're talking about we're trying to get life-sustaining things to build up. We seem to be having trouble doing it. It lasts for a little bit, but then they go back. It seems that then we want to jump up and talk about, well, they don't report what they do in other communities. I don't care what they do in other communities. We need to be able to come together 10 times without a fight breaking out. We need to be able to do that. We need to be able to have clubs open without fight breaking out and all of that kind of stuff. We need to have things done in our community where we're able to pack 8,000 people and nothing happens. We shouldn't be able to have an event and then something happens. All the time, something that happens, and it happens year in and year out. Somebody say, oh man, he said something to me. Okay, all right, he said something to you. All right, so I'm saying we like to do some of that stuff. And that's just all it is. And we just people that know how to fight. We know how to humbug, and we know how to do it. And if you cross one of us, step on our shoe, you're going to get it. And that's just all it is. And people not going to give that. And so That's the kind of people that we are. We gonna hold on to that. If you lean on my car, if you do something like the car, then we in trouble. So we
I think that this is the only place you can come to where somebody can hear you, man. I think this is the only place somebody can. This is the only place you come and talk.
I say this everywhere. I say this everywhere. I say it is everywhere. And you tell me what I'm saying. Tell me what I'm saying. That's supposed to be so.
All the time, some of the stuff you say is correct. Some of the stuff you say is correct, but like it's like you'll go all the way off in the left field. So like you leave us, we don't know what the hell you talking about.
Well, based on what you talking about, I'm only based on what Martin was talking about. Martin said he's gonna have shows where he's gonna have nothing but positive stuff going on and all that. He said but lately we've been having a lot of stuff going on, so he has to address it. So we seem to have a lot of negative stuff. That's how we in our positive stuff. So that's what we're talking about.
No, what I'm saying is, when somebody say something to you that you don't like, it makes you uncomfortable. And then you go off into this other world, you know what I'm saying? You leave us behind. Look, I'm not saying that the stuff you're saying is wrong. Some of the stuff you're saying, I can concur with. I agree with it. But sometimes you pick up some man, we like, what are you talking about? But if you're doing all this activism stuff that you do over here on Martin's show, you come over to be an advocate, come over here and talk about things you're doing this and that. I'll support you if you walk down State Street with a bull on. I will. I'll support you, brother. I'll be behind you. I'll give it one. And I apologize that don't seem to be on the up and up. I apologize for that. So I'm gonna start doing that. So I hear what you're saying. I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna do 180. I'm gonna start looking in the other direction. I'm gonna do more listening than talking. So appreciate the show though.
Yeah. Let me address old time.
We got a new caller too. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Leave him alone. I kind of caught myself on the profanity. You know what I'm saying? But that one cuss word deterred the message that I sent to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I cuss because I'm passionate about my people. Not just that. The time I cussed was explaining something how the hatred is towards the fathers. You know what I'm saying? Because I have experienced that. I have experienced a mother telling my 5- and 3-year-old daughter on the phone to tell them they hate me. What? Right now, my child is 18 and 15 years old. My 15-year-old, I only had her in custody not even 12 hours because the mother was found delinquent. I mean, she ain't want nothing to do with it no more. She had ran away from my house. I haven't even put no picture up because I've been investigating and things like that. And some of the things I heard, I care not to repeat because it's sickening. But my child can be in a prostitution ring. You know what I'm saying? And if people hide my child, police been on it, etc. And I ain't even been out there. Martin know who I am. My name Michael Young Bay. I ain't had who I am and none of that. So it touches me when I see these women out there speaking this hatred on the men, on the fathers. And I know what the system has done to our people to keep the fathers up out the household. So hell yeah, I cuss. You know what I'm saying? And the stuff goes so deep, I don't even want to put my child picture up on there. Because, man, the people that look like involved, man, they'll kill my daughter just to get the heat off their ass. Mm. So you don't know what you're talking about old time. And, yeah, you still supposed to use scripture. You saying you a minister? And then you talk about some Jesse Jackson. Hold on. And then you talk about some Jesse Jackson. Me, my wife, and child was homeless. We went to Jesse Jackson. I talked to Jesse Jackson. I can give you the names of his aides that's pushing him around. I got video to prove this stuff. Man, they ain't help us. They ain't trying to help nobody unless it's some kind of news publicity where they can get money. Where they can get money. And that's what a lot of these young. That's what a lot of these young
Let him talk.
fake politicians and stuff is doing right now today. That's how they preying on the situation with that woman that got jumped on. People just preying on our people. Man, I'm out here front line, man. I just ain't got the people behind me. Dirty police officers doing shit to me, etc. You talking about cussing, man? Hell with you. Get the damn message. And I took criticism on this show, even from that dude Sarge. He said some gay homosexual stuff to me, man. I knocked him out. He was in front of me. What kind of man does that? I'm not on here fake.
I'm just talking about.
Man, I don't care what you talking about. You be talking foolish. You be talking foolishness.
Oh, so
and you not helping. You just like that man said, man, you just trying to be on here and be heard. I'm trying to give a message to our people. I'm trying to uplift our people.
I told you.
I'm trying to uplift our people. You playing games. And there's a lot of people on here playing games instead of over the time that this man done had this show. Man, it's so much nonsense going on. Even just breaking ground on his show, man. This man thought Martin Johnson thought that, and he probably, he don't like me. No, I ain't got nothing against you. For what? You ain't did nothing to me. When you saw me, Martin Johnson, we ain't had no problems. You know what I'm saying? But people put nonsense out there because they be hating. People hating on me because I say I'm a Moorish American. That's my nationality. That's who I am. It's all this hatred. And I ain't got time for it. So when I come up here and speak, I'm speaking of experience, realness, etc. I'm doing research, etc. I ain't just coming up here giving no nonsense. So you can put the cussing up your pipe and smoke it. Fool.
All right, bro. All right, y'all.
Damn, that's what we doing.
All right. All right, listen. Real quick, I promise y'all, this got to be my last one. I know you called another call, but 0404. Say what you got to say. I got to get out of here, y'all. I'm tired. I got to get up in the morning.
Hey, I told y'all a few days ago what was going on with these kids that having nothing to do. And as you see, these kids that went downtown and acted up. So maybe we can go to some of these aldermen and find something we can do for these kids. But another thing, we got to stop arguing with each other, man. We know everything in these pieces is best stuff for our people. We got to at least have some type of communication skills and allow each other to, a lot of people who know what's going on to lead and the ones that's trying to find out and figure out to just be supporters because we can't be arguing with each other like this. This is really what the man wants us to do. You know, have confusion and no type of sense of organization among ourselves. So, you know, we got to have some type of unity, man. I really hope that we, as a people, as a black race of people, African American race of people, can communicate better. Because that seems like a problem in our community, in the household. We can't communicate. So maybe we need to have some type of order amongst leadership because we're never gonna get nowhere. And if the message ain't passed down, it's just we're fumbling the ball. So that's really what I want to say today, man. We gotta do more communication skills or development or something of that nature because we messed up as a people. Look how we argue right now. And I know everybody got a positive mind and we're trying to see something.
We out here, bro. All right. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth. And shame. All right. Live, uncut, unedited. People. Live, uncut, unedited. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is live, uncut, and unedited. It's been a great discussion. We got off course a little bit, but it is what it is. We're done. We're done, people. We're done. We're done. Thank you. Make sure you like the video, share the video, and talk about the video. All right. Appreciate you.